Welcome in, everybody. We live. Check. Mic check to see if we are actually live. Everybody in the chat. We do, I think somebody called in our Facebook group today, a homie check. Give us the homie check. Give us a 1 through 10. How you guys are doing mentally right now. 10 being, hey, it was the greatest day of your life. You are appreciative. You're loving everything. 1 being, unfortunately, you had to put down your family dog. The family's rough. You're sad. Oh, man, we all know how that goes. Or anywhere in between. So give us a number there just to make sure we are good to go. But my name is Dan. This is the mayor.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Beard Advice Live. We are super excited to have you here. Here on Beard Advice Live, we talk beards. We give advice. If you're ever interested, send on in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com, just like today's, not contestants, today's featured beardsmen did. We would ask, send that message, just a brief description of what's going on to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Give us a front pick. Give us a side pick.
Click that button right there, the front one. Yep. Boom. Here we go, guys.
Here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Loading. A side pick. And just anything specific, if it's a mustache question or a patch question, bring it in. And I know you're staring at your beard right now, Dan. I can see you doing it.
It is a good view. I do like this side.
I like
view.
mine too.
Yeah.
Mine it's fuller on the sides. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I believe it. And that message is going to be scrolling down at the bottom of the screen at some point. But first, we like to remind you guys, if you do not mind, please consider hitting that thumbs up just to show you value this stream, this community, this night, the advice, any of that. Or hold on to it and see if we can earn that from you throughout the night. Just if you could, don't forget. And of course, golden sticker bonus award of the day. If you share this out, that would mean a lot to us as well. We really do believe we're helping out people with this stream, not only with their beards, but positivity in their life. So consider sharing on Instagram, group chat, pigeon carrier. Mike Tyson does that. True story. He has pigeons, and they are carrier pigeons. So if you guys don't mind, go ahead and do that. And hopefully you guys will go back through. Oftentimes we watch, I think the mayor watched the entire last week's show.
I did.
So he went back and watched.
Rarity.
Right. But we'll go back, especially on these early ones. It looks like we got a class average of about a 7 for their mental state. That's a solid C. I'll take that.
Average.
I'll take a 7. That's okay. It sounds very honest. For me, oh man, I don't even know if I could give it a number. Mayor, where are you at?
I think an 8 or 9.
I'm right there too.
I'm busy though. There's just a lot popping right now. And but it's all extremely excellent, great, amazing stuff. Like you and I, we started talking the moment I walked in, all the way down the stairs, all the way here, getting all that. And we probably still could have a good hour conversation about just catching up on things. Yeah,
we had a year when it was like the heart of the pandemic where we got to have lunch together every day at work. Oh my gosh, it was like the most valuable time of all time. I do miss that big time. Big time.
That's where you learn more. That's where you get, oh my gosh, you don't know this story about me, or you've never seen my tat, or you've never seen me like throw a dart 3 miles and hit something.
Yes.
Well, neither have I. That'd be awesome to throw anything 3 miles.
But if it were to happen, it would have happened during that lunch break. And guys, we do welcome questions. We will try our best. We have a pretty packed show tonight, so we're not going to be able to hit all of them. But for example, Mark asked, what leave-in conditioner do you prefer? I prefer Beard Octane's leave-in conditioner or the new leave-in conditioner by Live Bearded. Both of them are fantastic. Those are actually the only 2 that I would even recommend at this point. But we do want to say thank you guys all for being here. It does mean a lot. Sincerely, thank you. Outside of the advice that we give for the community, Mayor, we do have 2 other traditions that have held on for several years now. What do we got?
Well, guys, it's Wednesday night, so we're going to do 2 things. We're going to do the do. Tonight, I called it Code Red. All right, you're going to go on the side, okay? Looks like a new label. We were just talking about Code Red had been out of stock for a little while, and we're thinking maybe it was the new label upgrade part of it. We always, everybody says supply chain, but it could be that too, to a point.
No, I think it was the label because the cans now have the label as well. In the store on Sunday, we're stocked up with Code Red cans for the first time in months and months, and we bought 4 packs because I want to make sure I'm good for a while.
And I will say that I didn't really connect the cherry flavor. And I think what they're doing with this label is pushing the cherry on top of the Mountain Dew. And I just said the flavor I would have described as red Mountain Dew beforehand.
Yeah, and I don't like them pushing their agenda on me. Mountain Dew, back off. If I want to enjoy Code Red and think about red, I'm going to enjoy Code Red. I do have a controversial statement I would like to throw out there that I thought of at lunch yesterday. So I went down to the pop machine. My card would not work.
Yeah, it never does.
My $5 bill would not work.
It hates you, yeah.
Yep. But I had to get coins, but whole story. But instead, we have like a teacher's lounge, teacher-made thing where I got a can of Coke for $1. Coca-Cola. Controversial statement. Go ahead and argue me or agree with me. It's up to you guys. I do not like Coca-Cola. I do not think Coca-Cola is enjoyable.
Filling. It's very filling to me.
It leaves a weird taste. It's too fizzy in my mouth. If I eat certain foods, it like bubbles up and tastes weird. I can do and I enjoy at a Mexican restaurant cherry Coke, but I do not like Coca-Cola. I do not think it's even borderline enjoyable.
Let me ask you this. When you went to the vending machine, were there any dimes sitting above the buttons?
There was actually a Canadian quarter this time.
Okay, well the dimes were me.
Okay.
Just from me to the universe. I had like not enough money, so I just got mad and put them there and left.
Oh, dang.
I know.
Nope, they were gone.
Okay, that's good. That means that that's that good karma you guys can put out there by sharing us on the socials tonight. We still haven't even talked about our second tradition, though.
Right, and I do enjoy the glass bottle Mexican Coca-Cola. I am with you there, Nate. I do agree that is the best. At least it had like a place in my childhood, and so it's like memories when I get to go to the store and stuff. So, yes. All right. So, yes, number 1 is we do the do. Mayor, what's number 2, and we're not talking about poo?
It's the jerky.
So all right. Put it over my face if we unsee. Right. There it is.
There we go. Tonight we're doing sweet and hot from Jack Link's jerky. You like this?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Not real hot.
Nope. But good texture.
Good texture.
It'll get the job done.
Gets the job done.
And we also will be dabbling for weeks and weeks and weeks. I plan on, I think, doing 2 a show. We have some exotic jerkies that were sent to us by Chris, who is in the chat right now. So thank you, Chris. And tonight we're going different here, of course. The first one that we're going to be doing is alligator, but the thing that stood out to me is that it is Cajun style. So alligator Cajun style, pretty excited about this one, guys. All right, Cajun style with the alligator. I've had gator before. Were you with me with that?
Yeah, I've had it.
Okay, so yeah, we've had gator. And then also, I do not think I've ever had this one, but we are going with kangaroo. So we got kangaroo and alligator that we are doing, okay? Kangaroo and alligator will be dropping here.
Look at that. I'm sorry. You're right. Something about the space away from your camera and mine. It's like your camera cheats on you with me, and mine cheats on you.
The farther one's better.
Yes.
The farther one's better. It's true. And it's like you look good from afar, but you're far from good looking.
And I apologize, yes. And I apologize for interrupting your jerky with talking about looking at myself.
Oh, I didn't even realize I was talking. Good. So nope, you're good. You're good. Shade, yeah, it's been probably 10 plus years since I've had a sun drop, but from my memory, I think I did enjoy it.
You know, I have no information on sun drop, but I do have a thought that I wanted to share with you beforehand. I'll just tell you now. I have gotten that dent out of my beard because we've gone to no mask at work, and I have always been doing the short mask, and Dan was good about it. I was not. I just did whatever. Anyways, I have been slipping on my butter use. Okay, leading up into that, instantly, the moment the mask was not part of the equation anymore, I've been going back to the butter, and I think what it is that I wasn't able to touch or feel my beard throughout the day and just feel it. So I didn't notice that I was missing the butter when like during the weekday or whatever like that. But now, instantly, that butter is a huge part of it. I think because I'm feeling it more, and I think it's just breathing better like a fine wine.
Yep, absolutely. I'm gonna address that.
Sure.
Mayor, did you trim your beard?
Nope,
no trim there. But I agree. So I made a video today. If you guys have not watched it, please do. But essentially, I have a buddy who lives near us. He owns a roofing business. And he's like, hey, man, love you, but I need the basics. I got a bunch of dudes that get ready at 4 a.m. They don't want to spend money on beard products. They don't want to spend time on grooming their beard, but they do want a healthy beard. So what is the basics? And I said the 2 basics, not even arguable, these are the 2 basics, is beard wash and beard oil. Are there exceptions out there? Of course, right? We teach the rule, though, acknowledge the exceptions. But for 99.967% of beardsmen, to be exact, oil and wash are the 2 most important products. Now, some people took that as saying me saying, finally, Dan's acknowledging that you don't need all the other stuff. Well, you don't need that. I mean, you can grow a beard with nothing, right? You can grow a beard with absolutely no products. Now, is it going to look the best? No. Is it going to smell the best? No. Is it going to feel the best? No. Oil and wash are the most important. However, does butter have a purpose? Oh my God, yes. Right? You experienced that. You get into a rut and you can even get lazy and kind of let that become your new baseline. And then once you jump back into it, you're like, oh, I remember why I wear butter now. You're correct. Or for me, conditioner. Could I go without in-shower conditioner? Absolutely. But it does add an extra level to detangling my beard, which is huge, absolutely huge. I have less shedding when I use conditioner, not when I overuse it. All of these things have a purpose. They have a reason. Is it needed? No. But it does help. It does make a difference. So I do want to make sure there is a good little fine line there. You don't need any of it, but it all has a purpose. It all has a reason. So yeah, great. And I love your guys' analogies. I got one coming up soon in a video from Brian B, actually. And Vado says on Sunday that video will be out. We don't need tennis shoes to run either, but dang, they help a lot. Vado, I'm stealing that. That is the best analogy to beard products I've ever heard.
That's actually really good.
That's really, really good. You can go run a marathon all you want. Some people, literally, I just watched the video. There's a guy that does ultra marathons barefoot. Now, do most? No. So he's the exception. When you teach someone to run a marathon, do you say, hey, shoes are optional, it's up to you because this one guy doesn't wear shoes? No. You teach the rule, acknowledge the exception though. But Vado, that is absolutely perfect explanation there. We do not need beard products, but my goodness gracious, they help.
Definitely makes me older than you when you're mentioning that, dude, and I'm thinking plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, I know plantar.
No arch support. No,
right.
You're gonna be. Oof.
Yeah.
That might be the only one you run.
Yep.
You're gonna enjoy that jerky more than you realize. I just took some. It's a little hotter than I remember.
Okay.
And I'm excited for you to maybe have a positive where you weren't really expecting it to be quite. Like you were planning on a 6, I think, with the jerky, 6 or 6.5. It's gonna be an 8, at least.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm excited.
That's my feeling. That's my sense of you.
PJ, great question. He says, and this is something I will make a video on. I've just been very careful with it because it is a touchy, sensitive topic, of course. And he says, I have a good one for you. What could I do or put on my beard to get a good seal with my military gas mask? I can't figure it out or I'll have to shave. PJ, I will direct you. If you want to reach out to me, I can get some articles for you. I will direct you to Canada. This is one of the only times, please keep political stuff aside. I will direct you to Canada. Their military and their pilots and their police force have lifted their restrictions on facial hair because of outdated information. I'll give you an example. There are 2 different types of mask. You have an oxygen mask, which is meant to keep things in and get air to you. And then you have a gas mask, which is meant to keep things out, right? You don't want stuff getting in. Most of the military focuses on things involving oxygen mask, right? And that's why they've always said you had to have a clean shaven, a bald shaven face to be able to have an oxygen mask work properly. Well, Canada went in, oh, hey, PJ, perfect, man. He is Canadian military. You should check into this. This is very recent. Unless you're in a specific special branch, which you very well could be, almost all of the Canadian military has lifted that restriction. So please make sure you reach into that because the Canadian government, the Canadian military funded a research project that said oxygen masks do not actually get impaired with a beard. It does not impact the beard. Now, what you did say, though, was the gas mask. That one is different. So the oxygen is meant to keep it in. A beard does not hurt you at all. My buddy is a pilot in Canada and can grow a full beard now, which is amazing. The gas mask is the exception, though. The gas mask is one where it is different. Having a complete seal to keep something out, the mask does interfere with that. So when it comes to a gas mask, that is a different one, but I do know most of the Canadian military is allowing beards. I actually have a really good buddy who's has a beard involved with the channel, and he is a career military man in Canada. I don't know the exact position, but he's allowed to grow a beard out now. So something to look into, something to go forward and really do the research. But if it comes to a gas mask, unfortunately, there's nothing right now.
Couple quick things to address from the chat. One, hello, Artius Man. We have some giveaways coming later. We'll talk about that.
man.
Oh, my bad. Two, this shirt I just got on Amazon, like 3 of them for like $30. It was easy. And 3, Mingy. Mingy was not all of a sudden it was available to buy locally. So we kind of hit it. So we're just taking a little break from, it's not necessarily intentional, just kind of giving ourselves a variety.
Yeah, and yeah, there is some intention there too, to be honest, but ups and downs with Mingy.
But
That's
what
all
I
I'll
said
say.
too, is, having it, being able to stop and pick it up, changes it.
Yeah. I'll just say ups and downs there.
Okay.
So, no, we're enjoying all the other things that we're reaching out to. One of our goals is to try things all around the country. We want to try all sorts of different stuff that's available at chains, stuff that's available locally. So, just a lot that we have going on. So, it's awesome. And yes, hello everybody that's in here right now. I will switch that bottom if you guys don't mind. Please hit that thumbs up so you guys can make sure you are getting the stream out to as many people as possible and helping us out here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going. Mary, how is the Code Red?
Oh, it's an old friend. Back. It's like a friendship. You just pick up where you left off.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you haven't seen each other for a while. You see him at the restaurant, you schedule a time to hang out. When you get to that time, it's just like 3 hours of talking and time flies.
Yeah.
That's me and Code Red.
Okay, and then me and Jack Links, solid. I definitely can't go near an 8. That's pushing it.
Okay, so I was what? Yeah, okay. Where you at?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go more.
Okay, that's what I think too, because it's a little bit moist. It's not dry enough for you.
It's a little bit moist. That was my exact thought, but the heat is more than I thought. The heat is a little bit of a step up, so that's cool. You'll have some stuff from North Carolina. Awesome, man. Very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, we'll dabble into that. First off, I'll go ahead and kick this and kind of kick it over to the mayor to explain, and I will get a little link ski ready here. Mayor, what do we got going tonight?
So tonight we actually have some giveaways from Artius Man. That was awesome of them. They sponsored my Beyond Bearded show, which is Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. Join me. We're going beyond, we talk about men's grooming. Talking about just about anything on Beyond Bearded. So they sponsored that, and they wanted to do a giveaway with our show tonight. So they have a wonderful line of tea tree. The tea tree scent is amazing. My wife loves their shampoo and conditioner, and that the beard wash is great. The oil's great. They came out with this new mint tea tree mint soap bar soap. So tonight, three people, maybe you, not me. Gonna win the beard wash, the beard oil, and the brand new tea tree mint bar soap from Artius Man, shipped to your door.
Awesome.
Unopened,
not sniffed, not touched,
unlicked, unstared at.
All those. So the link is in the chat, and the link will be in the description. 3 different winners tonight, everybody. And you guys have some fantastic questions tonight. Mayor, do you do the comb up the neck and chin, or comb down and brush?
Well, if I'm looking to apply heat, I will use a comb and go up to hold it to get underneath, but typically it's straight down.
Okay.
Comb up the neck to the chin. Neck to the
He's
chin.
just saying, do you go down or you do go up?
I go down. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And what do you think about vegetable glycerin and oil? It's totally fine. Is it my favorite? No. Is it bad in any way? No, not at all. Totally natural. The main purpose of vegetable glycerin in a product is to help the product spread throughout the beard. It's a really good one that kind of aids with like stickier, tackier oils that they don't just latch on to where you place it, but it lets it spread out through the beard. Beard Brand would be a good example of somebody who uses vegetable glycerin, and it's a good high quality ingredient. Beard bristle brush versus wood comb. Mark, not even comparable, 2 completely different purposes. A wood comb is gonna be for getting down to the skin, for styling, for health, everything. It's a comb is the base of a healthy beard, any beard. A brush is almost primarily just for styling, with the exception of a very short stubble beard where you can get in and exfoliate. But other than that, once you get your beard anywhere near the mare's length, you're not doing any health purposes with a brush, other than maybe the top of your cheeks, but you can do that with a comb anyway. So truly like kind of apples to oranges there.
So you're saying a comb or a brush or a bowl full of mush?
Correct. Well, a comb always. Additionally, a brush or not. But there's Very few situations you could ever just have a brush.
Never a bowl full of mush.
Never. Nope.
You know
nope.
what book that is?
Nope.
Good Night Moon.
Okay.
Classic.
I do know that book. I do know that book. So yeah.
Good Night Moon is the book that you read and you're like, I could write this, and you think
Right.
you're gonna write kids' books.
Right. I do. I read those all the time. I'm a big fan of the Little Blue Truck. I know Daniel.
Oh,
likes
that guy's
one.
awesome, man.
Little Blue Truck's good because he talks about the mayor in almost all of them.
Oh, well, smart. It's smart. I mean, you're gonna get just a lot of impact mentioned in my name.
Yeah.
I assume it's me.
Yes. Oh, it is. I've taken pictures and everything. So yeah, and it's Little Blue Truck in the City or something. That's the good one with the mayor. What's up, Vic? How you doing, man? So yeah, guys. How often should you comb? So combing is going to be anytime you apply product. If you apply you should apply after every shower. So that's a baseline. And then for most people, the best way would be to comb in the morning and at night. Now, if you got a style during the day and you're gonna throw the comb through to get it looking nice, is that bad? No. Just be gentle. Don't be over aggressive. Is apricot seed oil any good? It is. Yep, fantastic carrier. Nothing wrong there whatsoever. So awesome. All right, you ready to get this party started?
Let's get it started.
Let's do it. And hello, everybody in here. I know we got some new faces in tonight. That's awesome. If you are new here, if this is your first ever Beard Advice Live, let us know with a comment, and we would love to say hello. All right, Michael, I actually have that down as a video topic. I know Mr. Bearded Wolverine kind of came up with that question in our streams recently. So it will be covered with a full video, not in the next 2 weeks, but probably looking at the next 2 weeks after that. So next month or two.
Reminds me of one of my favorite riddles. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar.
When it's a jar. Nice. Is that a riddle?
It is.
Okay. I just thought it was a dad joke.
A good riddle will have a maybe an answer that works more than in one way, you know?
Okay.
It really is. So, yeah, as long as it works, and it has to have a natural conclusion that makes sense.
Check, check, check. I like it. Cool. And John's first time in here. What's up, John? How you doing, man? I know a Johnny George, but I don't know if that's you. I know a Johnny George Jr., but again, I don't know if that is you. Hammer's in here. Awesome, man. Yeah, Hammer was in on Monday, coming over here too. Awesome. We got Alec in the building. What's up, Alec? No, I've not tried those. I've looked into them, but they do not look like the most quality products I've ever seen. My husband always watches. Oh, nice. Welcome.
Welcome.
She's in on every Monday, and then her husband was a star last week. Do you remember the baby cheek transformation?
I think so.
Nicholas had the bare cheeks, and then he showed his growth. That's her husband.
Cool.
So yeah, he's absolutely rocking it. So my regrowth is going good. I was gonna say, oh, cool, man. Get in next week. Absolutely. When does a wire beard become white? Brian, you let us know. Oh my gosh. Eric with an A keeps changing his name to troll me on here. So Eric.
What is with that guy?
I know. He's always up to something. All right.
I told Joe to look out for him. I don't know. All right.
He didn't listen.
He did not listen. All right, Adam C. Please, any tips to get my beard to grow as long as Dan sees? I feel the sides of the cheeks are thin. I did go through 4 years of chemo, so I'm sure that I had an effect. That did have an effect on my beard. First pause button. We're so glad you're here with us, Adam. Secondly, I wanted to part two. I wanted to show at the end of the day other photos I sent on the side of my beard pulls up and looks uneven. My sides are thin. Used not to be. I fought stage 4 cancer for 4 years. This is 5 months of growth right when I got off chemo. Here is when I go to work. All right,
awesome.
So the first set is not going to work.
Okay.
And then
Correct.
The second is after work.
So, okay, yeah. So the first set is what he sent in. And then the second set is like at the end of the day. I want to show you the end of the day what it looks like. So essentially, it's like, this is what I look like when I get ready. And this is what I look like when I end up at the end of the day. So we'll kind of break both of these down as they go through. And I believe I saw them in the chat. So drop a comment if you're in here, Adam. I know you are, but hey, Tyson, welcome. So drop a comment as we go through here. And yeah, let's get this going. So Adam right here. Okay. Taking a look at the beard. Love it, dude. Absolutely. It looks like a Dixon flannel there. I'm learning all my brands and everything. And so let's see what he has here. Please, any tips? So he's just simply looking for general advice, right? Is there anything? Hey, what's up, Aztec? If there's anything that we think can help him out. So we got here, and then by the end of the day. And so I think what we're seeing here is he's got his beard with a little bit more volume, right? A little bit more shape. Then by the end of the day, it kind of gets crunched, bunched, and all worked up together. Which, yeah, I fully understand, man. If you're working hard, that beard style is going to take a beating most of the time. So, tips, thoughts, tricks, what do we have out here? We have a great one coming in right away from moderator in the Facebook group, Bill Savage here. And Bill says he could benefit from a blowout styling. I agree. And that's going to help, Adam. That's going to help your early part of your day beard, and it's really going to help your end of the day beard. Now, you're getting to you're getting to a point where your beard is going to be impacted by things that you wear. So I can tell you're wearing a collar here, and my guess is that your collar is open, right? Hey, Matt, it looks like your collar is open over here, which leads me to think, right, wouldn't you say that this is an open collar, not buttoned all the way up?
Yes.
So with the collar being opened like that and pushing out, that's going to affect your beard style. I've lived that. I have been through that.
Even if it wasn't open, to a point,
Correct.
Those points are going to get you.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Hey, Daniel, that beard, when you have any collar at your length, is going to start to affect it. So, man, just something to consider there with the clothing. Am I telling you not to do that? No, I'm not saying to change, but just be aware that that is going to happen. I personally change. I actually have on a work shirt right now. This is what I wore to work today.
This is what I wore to work
That's
today.
funny. So
I've never done that before.
No. So it does not affect my beard, right? Now, the blowout beard, what are we saying? That means getting style underneath your beard from heat blowing away from your body, away from your face. Most people, when they style their beard, they're going to get that style going down, right? The blow dryer, the combing, the brush. A blowout beard is getting the heat underneath and going away from your face, adding volume, getting that beard kind of fluffed out a bit. I agree. I think that will do an amazing job of really, really helping out that style. That to me is number one. Trimming, anything like that, I don't see much. I mean, maybe the only thing I would say is let's either consider styling the mustache differently or trimming the mustache, right? Right now it's kind of capping over your lip. What I would love to see you do is try the lazy walrus, where you get a heated brush and get that mustache brush into the side, or just simply do a little trim along that lip line right there. But everything else, I think, looks fine. The one thing I would consider before kicking over to the mayor is maybe consider fading those sideburns, going a little bit shorter, leading into your head hair,
I like that.
especially because you do that kind of slick back look. Getting a nice little transition from your beard to your head hair would make a really purposeful difference. So just fading those sideburns down a little bit.
And that tends to be a problem area for guys. What to do, especially if you haven't
Big
like
time.
just adopted that fade look into the hairstyle. Highly suggest that. Other thing I wanted to comment on is just that being fresh out of chemo, there is nothing that says anything but a healthy beard when I see this.
Right.
And I don't want that. So I don't want you to have that mindset, but we are so glad that you are on the other side of that and that you are with us here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that left my mind. I didn't even think about that. There's nothing here that I would have thought like, oh man, yeah, I could see the damage there. No, just continue those healthy habits, man. Oil after the shower. Make sure you're using beard butter. It's hard to tell like dryness or anything like that from a picture, but it does. I mean, especially at the end of the day, if I had to guess, I would guess that it seems like the beard is a little bit dry. So I would encourage you to drink enough water, continue to use good products, right? That's super important. And that's another statement that is important. People will say things like, hey, I use beard oil. Well, are you using quality beard oil? Because that does make a difference, right? Not to throw a brand under the bus, but if you're using Old Spice beard oil, you're not really using beard oil.
Do they have beard oil?
They do. They do.
Where?
At stores.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the first 3 ingredients are silicones.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean that all makes a really, really big difference with getting that beard the healthiest way possible.
The other thing, just to add, Adam, as we're moving forward, number 8, Chicago, a nice comb or a pit. Number 7 or number 8, also in a pinch, if you're going in somewhere and you feel like you're deflated, pop that bag out in 1 minute, 2 minutes, and you get that body back with one of those.
Yeah, and Mark agrees. Mark says, I never would have thought chemotherapy. Yeah, absolutely. Brad asked a good question. What would you pick if you had to? In shower conditioner or beard butter overnight, I would take beard butter overnight. Pretty simple. My list of importance is beard oil, beard wash, beard butter, beard conditioner, and then everything else after that would be like leave-in, balm if you need balm and stuff. But
and I think that's where we part, like that conditioner butter switch. I might switch it the other way sometimes, some flex it, especially, but it can go either way.
Right.
And like I said, I've been kind of not great about my butter applications lately. So
the may will come around, right?
Yeah.
You've adjusted. You were a conditioner like everyday guy,
That
and now
too.
you've scaled way back. So
Right.
yeah, I think that changes. Butter it just brings a next level nourishment. Conditioner does not, and he did say nourishment. Conditioner does not add very much nourishment whatsoever. It just lets you comb through easier. It can soften the beard.
in fact, it kind of seals it from some of the nourishment
Correct.
of the other products.
Yeah, there is a give and take when it comes to that. So yeah, give and take on those ones. And here's Shady says, thank you. I butter at night and beard oil during the day. Thank you guys. Absolutely. And I knew you did, but just want to make sure we're giving good advice, because not only is when you send in, does it not only help you, but it helps a lot of people watching right now as well. So guys and girls out there, please don't underestimate that value. When you guys send in and you have a question, you have an issue, there's likely 10, 20 guys, girls, beards out there that need that help as well. So please do that. And that's the teacher in us, right? When the kid asks a question in class, this is not an exaggeration. There's literally several other quiet kids that were too scared to ask because they're in 7th grade, they get judged by their friends, blah, blah, blah. It does make a big difference.
So another thing is, we were talking about this the other day. These shows have been getting a little bit of watches after the lives, like significantly. And so don't just judge it on the 200 people or whatever's in here. They get a ton of play, and they really do. And we'll have people message us from a show last year, kind of as it was like current thing, and we got to catch up with what they're talking about. But there is a reach for this, and if you're helping, you're helping.
And so he's asking, hey, I want a beard Dan C's length. We didn't address that. Thanks for asking again, Shade. Absolutely. There is no sign to me that you're slowing down or not going to reach a goal. You will get there 100%. I truly have absolutely no doubt on that. No doubt. And special shout out to all the ladies in here tonight. We have so many awesome women that support this stream. Heather said, my boyfriend uses your butter oils and loves them. That's so cool. That is so, so cool. And if you shower at night before bed, do you apply oil followed by butter? Yeah, beard oil after every shower. The only exception is if you're going to use leave-in conditioner. Do not use oil before leave-in conditioner, but I do not recommend leave-in conditioner more than once a month. So it's a very rare occasion, but generally speaking.
I've only ever used it once.
Yeah, I use it when I really, so for example, this weekend we're going to an indoor water park. My beard's going to take a beating, right? There's nothing I have ways that you can help, but you're not going to win against chlorine. Chlorine is brutal. Right? If you don't believe me, ask any swimmer to see their hair. It destroys it. Same thing, your beard is hair. So my beard's gonna take a beating this weekend. I'm gonna come back Sunday night. I can promise you I'm gonna do a warm shower and a leave-in conditioner.
So it's like a recovery.
It is. It's exactly like a recovery. It really is. You don't want to overdo it, but it can have a nice little bounce back for you.
You just kind of grew my understanding a little bit.
Awesome.
I think next, because I do find myself in those situations where it's just been dry.
Yeah.
Especially watching like swim meets and stuff and being up in that top area. By the end, I think I posted a picture a couple weekends ago and I was like, whoop, it just instantly picks up all that humidity.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't use leave-in before the pool. I use it after a weekend when I need that recovery. But when you do go to a pool, I have a video on it, guys. Just look up Dan C Bearded Chlorine. I actually have 2 videos because one I wanted to include salt water as well. Essentially, you want to fill your hairs with fresh water, seal it, and put as many layers of protection as you can away from that chlorine. Afterwards, wash it thoroughly every time. If you go swimming 3 times in a day, wash your beard. If it's chlorine, wash your beard after every time. You do not want chlorine sitting on your hair or your skin. Trust me. And this is from someone of lifelong in the pool, coaching, swimming, playing water polo. You do not want chlorine on your beard or anything.
Anything that's meant to kill bacteria should not be
Right. When we had too much one season and we had chlorine burns on our arms, you don't want that. Would you do the same with Detroit butter even though it has wax in it? I use Detroit butter several times a week. Yep. Are there any types of beard oils red beards should stay away from? Nope. You're good to go there. You got a pretty open book. Red beards tend to find themselves leaning more towards castor, thicker oils, but there's nothing that's like off limits or anything. Will the butter be effective if you wore ball during the day with no shower? If you wore ball during the day with no balm. Okay. So you need to rinse it out thoroughly, preferably wash it out. And balm can cause some health issues as well. It's another one of those trade-offs. So it can, but try to rinse and wash it out as thoroughly as you can. And Miss Melissa Kate said, I'm watching for my husband. He can't watch because he works nights. That's so cool.
Hey.
Imagine that. Like, my wife's amazing, but she would never do that.
No,
she would never do that.
Betsy's not grabbing me like, I'm like, hey, what was the giveaway tonight? Or what was the mayor wearing? I could ask her that. She'd be like, look at yourself.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Doug. Heather says we live about 1,000 miles apart. We're going to Disney in 2 weeks. Whoop, whoop. We're going to Disney in like 4 weeks, which is crazy. But I can't wait to smell it. That's so cool. That's so cool, Heather. Well, you found a good home here, so thank you for being here. Richard's allergic to chlorine. Yeah, I think this is called being human. So, yes. All right, let's go.
Every time I eat chlorine, it's bad.
Right.
All right, this is Michael A., just kind of seeking general advice.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael, for sending in. And guys, we do have a good variety of beards tonight. We got some short ones, some longer ones. The first two just happen to be a little bit longer. So, Michael, first off, man, of course, the chat's going to erupt as they should. Guys and girls, give your feedback. Absolutely legendary facial hair. And I say facial hair because that mustache is next level. The color, the texture, spot on, man, spot on. The only advice I can give you is personal preference, and this is just straight up personal preference. I do love the shirt, by the way. The only thing that I could give for advice on this, and again, this is you reaching out and asking for advice. I would never have told you this if you sent me a picture and said, hey, this is my beard. Only thing I would consider is rounding off your sides just a little bit. I am not the biggest fan of square beards at this length. Now, do I think you rock it and pull it off well? Absolutely, dude. You're crushing it. But I would love to keep everything the same here. And just where you see where this is a little 90-degree angle, I just want you to round it off just a little bit and just kind of get a little bit more rounded beard. I think that's going to kind of play with your head shape, your face shape, and everything just a little bit more.
Kind of walked all over my little splash.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. It's symmetry.
Yep.
Okay, just a little bit of a shape brings it all into balance, I think.
Yep. So
it doesn't have to happen.
Correct.
You don't have to do that, but that's kind of like,
But to be clear, Michael reached out to the show for a reason. We do not encourage any flex beards on this show. I do not think he was doing that. He generally wanted advice. So to be respectful, we are giving advice on something that we pointed out. And we do have some people. Devin says, yes, agreed, round it off. Very simple change, but I think it can make a big difference. So, yeah, absolutely. Our heads are round, so it should be our beard for balance. I agree. Absolutely. And, here's Michael. Dan C, the color was throwing it off. That could be. And we've talked about collars twice now out of 2 beards. So, Michael, man, absolutely legendary beard, but just that little bit of a roundedness. And like I said, it might be the collar that's putting it into a little bit different shape.
Inspirationally good beard.
Yeah. Truly. And again, guys, thanks for being here. We probably got this is crazy, but I'm not even exaggerating. We probably got about 60 people who have not hit the thumbs up yet.
Shocking.
So if you do not mind, if you're on your phone, hit that little exit, the X button at the top right-hand corner, hit the thumbs up, then come back in. Because, we are about 50 off. No, it's 60, 70 off that have not hit it. So would be appreciated, you guys, as you go through. All right, let's see what we got next. I think I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Boom, boom, baby. You gotta do that more. We've got the Artiest Man giveaway. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. For this, you guys, all you gotta do is sign up with that Gleam link with your name and your email address, and you gotta be live. Once you've signed up, you're entered all night long. We do have 3 separate giveaways, all courtesy of Artiest Man. So give them that shout out, give them that thanks.
Give them that consideration. Think about them a little bit.
Add them to the wish list, add them to the possible checkout list. And there is a link in the description. You can use DNC20 or Thin for a 20% off discount. And just consider looking into them, but please sign up, and we'll give everybody a second to kind of get that processed for the giveaway here. I think we got to try one of our exotic ones.
I agree.
All right, in the chat, let us know. Are we going with kangaroo or alligator?
We'll do both, but just
Yes.
pick one first.
Right, which one are we trying first, you guys? Kangaroo or alligator? A little bit nervous, but I think it's worth it for you guys. All right, so let's see what we got here as the answers start coming in, you guys.
Kangaroo, gator,
Kangaroo,
kangaroo.
Why is it split?
See a lot of kangaroo.
All right, kangaroo.
There's this big pile of kangaroo.
All right, we're doing kangaroo, so yours is the unlabeled one there.
All right.
I would like the mayor to go first.
Okay. I'm like the king's tester, just
Sometimes.
the poison tester.
Sometimes, yeah. It's like
Okay.
the dad with candy. Gotta test it. All right, what you got, mayor? Okay.
Makes me want to bounce.
Okay, all right.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Uh-huh.
It's not gross?
I'm not even gonna... Is it gross? No.
Okay.
It's lightly flavored, if anything.
Okay, so we got the kangaroo stick, you guys. Kangaroo coming in here. And let's give it a shot as it goes through. He is taking a drink. That is an interesting sign. Okay.
Don't watch me too close, guys.
Uh-huh. My first time ever having kangaroo, by the way.
I saw this picture on Instagram the other day. It was like a kangaroo's muscles. Did you see that? Jacked. Like he was like boop 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 boop.
Yeah,
boop, boop boop boop.
That went viral after something. It's freaky.
You know, I'm just kind of throwing it out here. Maybe I need to do the same picture. Maybe I need to show the bop 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 bop, and then like the mayor. I mean, if a kangaroo can do it, maybe.
I think it would bring in an entire new crowd for you.
I
Maybe a certain animal. Yeah, could be.
I think that I have no comment.
I Bon, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Or woman, sorry. Thanks, man, in the kind of biblical
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
sense. Yeah. I did, Rogers. Yep. I did not purchase from them, but I did see the thing you sent me. I think I responded to you. So yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, the kangaroo jerky is fine. It's fine. It's not addicting. It's not amazing, but it's fine. All right, another question from X-Ray Freak as we get ready to draw the giveaway winner. What is your favorite scent? Mine is Invigoration, which is my collab with Artiest Man. One thing to know about Invigoration, it is a thin carrier blend, an entirely different carrier blend in line. Their normal oil is the thickest in the beard game. Number one, castor oil is their most prominent ingredient. It is the thickest beard oil that is out there. I do not prefer that. So we developed an entire line, and just so happens the scent is my favorite as well.
So Autumn Spice, Invigoration, which is a different carrier blend, like you just said, and then Restoration is really good. I like it.
Okay. What makes Artiest Man good for gray beards? Jay, gray beards are missing the outer layer of protection on the individual hairs. Essentially, your hairs are just a collection of it's keratin, dead skin cells is pretty much what it is, and they all stack up on top of each other to make your hair. Most hairs that have color, my hair, the mayor's hair, has this outer layer of protection that seals in those hair fibers and keeps everything nice and neat. Gray, red, white, silver hairs do not have that outer layer of protection, so the hairs have these little strands, these little fragments that are sticking out. What helps with those types of beards is having a coating or a sealing oil that's gonna lock that in and kind of mimic that outer layer protection. Thin oils just absorb right in, right? Which is great for certain beards, mine included. But those thick oils are gonna leave a layer of protection that's gonna last good 12 to 20 hours. And so that's gonna lock them in and keep it really, really, really nice. Artiest Man says Restoration, Invigoration, and 3 woods. Okay, absolutely. And then, does kangaroo taste like chicken? Nope. No chicken there. Greg says, when resetting butter or balm, do you cool in the fridge or freezer? Doesn't matter. I prefer the flash freeze method. So cap off in the freezer, put it in there for about an hour, then put it in the fridge to kind of settle, and then you're good to go. So that would be my method and advice for you. All right, let's go ahead and draw our winner here. So, Mayor, if they see their name on the screen, what do they need to do to be able to officially claim their prize?
That's me. I'm here. Yay. I can't believe it. OMG. Thank you, Mayor.
And those are
Artiest Man. Don't say thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, those are comments, by the way. You got to type those in the chat.
I apologize. Yes.
If you just say them, we can't honor that. So you do have to type them in. So here will be our first example. And if you're not here, it is a reroll. You do not get the win. You do not get the win. So
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you
And here's the baby cheek super stash that I was saying earlier. Why would you have to reset butter? If it melts in transit, re-solidifies, and then it has grit, it feels off, it doesn't feel right. Melting it down and then letting it cool will bring it back to that smooth-like state. Unless it's a whipped butter, then it's dead forever. I'm sorry.
It's the same way Betsy treats me. After I melt down, she lets me cool, and then I'm better.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Something about whipped in there, but never mind.
Yeah, we'll stay away from that one.
Walk away one.
All right, so here is our potential winner, Joel S. Are you in the building? If you are, you just won a combo from Ardius Man. As long as you comment and as long as you're here, I have a feeling he is. My man Joel is the plug. Hey,
yes.
There he is. Congratulations, Joel. I don't know if Joel's ever won a giveaway. Super cool. He is the human that started our Helds addiction.
Well, there you go.
So
that's that karma train. That's that karma circle.
right,
Back.
right. Joel, I will say, I know you go in there. You got to talk to Helds about their shipping. Whatever they're doing for their shipping calculations,
They don't want to ship, right?
It must be to like discourage shipping, because their shipping is ridiculous. I went on to buy a big order. I wanted to stock up. I still might, because I like it that much. I'm not kidding you. I think the estimate was like $27. Now, people say shipping is expensive. It is, but you can set it up to go with the priority mail, which is any weight in a fixed amount box. My jerky would have fit in like a $12 box. So Joel, if you get a chance, man, I really mean this. I've had other people that reached out to me and said I had it all in my cart until I had to calculate shipping, and they couldn't do it. So man, it was literally like $27. Something just silly that I was like, I couldn't stomach it. I'm too frugal for that. I couldn't, even how good it is, I couldn't do that. So, man, Joel, if you could hook us up with telling them about the shipping, or maybe they run a free shipping month or something, because that was a gut shot for me. I literally had it in my cart. I was so excited, and then broke my heart.
Oh,
broke my heart.
Couldn't hold on to Hells.
Yeah.
Had to let it go.
Couldn't held on to it.
There's something there. Just
Yeah, we play it with it. What would be the best way to heat up butter to reset? So Detecting Boy, I do have a video on that. Just look up like melted beard butter Dancy bearded, and I actually show you several ways. A lot of it has to do with the container and the label, right? If there's metal on the label, like metal foil, like on Beard Octanes, don't put it in the microwave. Then it's gonna spark and cause problems. You can scoop it out, put it in a Pyrex, melt it down, pour it. Essentially, just whatever you can do. You can go with a double boil method. You can go with a candle warmer. There's a lot of options out there for getting it going, yes. How wet do you get your beard before applying butter? Nate, the answer is damp, but not dripping. So whatever you kind of make that out to be for you.
Well, you just got an answer for everything.
Mark, how do you tell the difference between the thick beard oil and the thin oil? So without feeling it, you can check the ingredient list, or you can ask me, and now you just need to know the makeup of the ingredients. So step number one, the potency is based on the order. You have to put it in order. Does that tell the full story? No, because they can be equal potency. Let's say you have 4 carriers. If they're all equal, the order didn't really help you. Oils like jojoba, castor, meadow foam, those are thicker oils. Oils like grapeseed, apricot, rosehip, those are thinner oils. And it's just kind of like a loose math equation to figure out how they come together, if it's thick, thin, medium.
If you can get your hand on the product, just put it in the palm of your hand, you can definitely see the difference in like a Fable or an Ardius versus a Beard Octane.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
Detroit Grooming.
It's one's more like syrup, one's more like water. Like there is a big time difference there. Hello, the Dark Countess, another lady stepping up. So awesome. Great questions, you guys. All right, let's keep it moving, keep it grooving. Am I finishing the roux? I think so.
Popal. Hey guys, it's been a while. Figured it was time for an update. I've attached the 3 latest picks. Thanks for the tips and tricks. Keep up the good work. Beard on.
Awesome.
He's come a long way.
Big time. He's been with us for a while.
Yeah.
For a while. Dylan, another great question. Yes, beard products do go bad. They are from nature. They're plant-based, animal-based products. I do have a video on that. If you just search, does beard oil expire? A good general rule, if it's a good quality product and you keep it in a good area that's not with any kind of UV rays, it's not fluctuating temperatures, I would say 2 years is a solid number for most beard products.
And it could go 5.
Could go 5, literally, but it could go 1. So it just depends on there as it goes through. And man, you guys have so many good questions. I don't want to just skip them. Can keeping butter in the bathroom that cause that smooth butter to go gritty? Yes, it can. Yep. Bearded Wiley, I would almost bet 100% that is exactly what happens. So yes, absolutely. What are some companies that have thick oils? Send me a message. I'd be happy to break down my list to you. But beardsmen, Fable are the 2 thickest ones. Whiskey and Hardtack's a good medium thick.
West Y?
No, West Y's a medium.
Okay.
Yeah, West Y's a straight up medium. I wouldn't even go medium thick for them. I have it in today. That's why you say that. Yeah, I have West Y in today. Yeah, they would be a good solid medium for me. Artius is the thickest. Fable is next, and then I would throw Whiskey and Hardtack in as a medium thick. There was a company I always recommended, Norseman. Terry's my guy, but they just retired the company. So, hey, TR, thank you, man. He said Artius is a phenomenal company, a top 3 for me because I have a red beard. Okay. Also, the money is for the free vids to make it. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I do take pride in making free videos. I've never charged for them, never will. So thank you. When you apply butter at night, do you stay on the outside of your beard or do you go all the way through? Butter is for the hair, not necessarily the skin. Is it going to hurt the skin? No, but try to keep it to the hair as much as possible.
And you over apply. I did when I was early on. I put too much on. I get a little bit of a breakout if I put too much butter and let it sit overnight.
Yeah. Detroit oil is actually a thin oil. Yeah, Detroit would be, I would say, thin to medium thin. Yeah, nowhere near thick for their oil. Butter, definitely a more heavy, full body butter. Okay, so just giving us an update. Want some tips and tricks here. Paul, all right. And I will say, this picture, we did increase the brightness on. This is not something that was naturally set. Mainly, the beard is a very dark beard, and it was on a dark shirt, so you couldn't really see it. So we increased the brightness, and so that's why you do see some under here as they're going through. So yeah, come a long way. Great coverage. Mayor, you want to start it off? You got some, or you want to kick it to me? Either way.
You know, I can't remember the goal on this, but I remember where we were at one point with this beard and this growth. The thing that we're gonna both talk about or notice is that especially with that the way it's set up, you've got some transparency going on there. I think regardless of what your goal is, it may be time to kind of bring that back up. Do this. This is designed for the squint test, guys. Squint test we haven't talked about in a while. Basically, I don't know why I use it with my Christmas tree to see if the lights are balanced. So I just squint at the beard to see where that line of demarcation is, and you can see here that's a pretty significant trim. Great job on the neck, like super thick, and we're not trimming up and doing transparency trim would not be giving up on a longer beard. It's about growing the correct beard over time.
Absolutely, I agree here. It is just time for a little bit of a transparency trim. It's right about here. Pretty simple line. Your beard's gonna be a little bit longer than the mare's, but we're gonna have a nice little line going right down the front. I would say a good solid inch taken off the beard. And then let's go ahead and clean up on the sides up here too as you're trimming it. Can it come down the ear line right here just a little bit so we can get those guys? And then maybe do a little fade from the sideburns into the head hair.
I feel like I unleashed my beard this week with the mask coming off.
Yeah.
Gives me like a little plug, like a 10% energy boost.
That's cool. That's cool. And how about
swagger?
How about breathing?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, being able to walk up the stairs without worrying about my cardiovascular.
The N95, right. The N95 panting. So yeah, the breathing aspect is nice. The other thing that I would like to go over is your mustache. So your mustache, you do a good job of sweeping to the side, and it looks like you probably trim and maintain that, and there may be a little bit of wax here. If I had to bet $100, is it wax or no? I would bet that there is some wax right here.
To bring it into that shape, right?
Yeah. But what I don't like is the part under the nose is straight down. My advice for that would be to either trim that part under the nose or start training that to the side. I do not like when mustaches are swept off and then straight down underneath. So either trim or train. That would be my options for that mustache there to make those adjustments. So transparency trim, clean up the sideburns around the ears, and then let's go ahead and adjust that that under the nose. Then I'll throw out a challenge to you. Let's go with some kind of switch up on the hair.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going to be the pompadour, como. Yeah, kind of like the mares. Let's go here.
I like my haircut for you, personally.
Yeah.
It's not styled right, but look how my blend, my clipper number 2 guard is way up high, but kind of gives you like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see that fitting in. I think that it's time to make it think about a style.
Yep. So I think that
make that beard look even better.
that's my challenge here. That's my challenge. Heat for the stash on the sides. Okay, so heat, and I can tell that. But the middle's not catching. The middle's not keeping with that heat. So if it's not doing that, get some scissors out, and right where this line is right here, snip into the middle. Let me show you. It'll be pretty simple. I actually have scissors. I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. But what you would do is right here where that line is, snip towards on the side, snip towards the middle, snip towards the middle, and that's going to get it going pretty good. Because wherever your heat routine is on the mustache, it's not catching the middle part. So I think that will make a really nice, purposeful change. But dude, remember, we're giving advice, we're giving tips and tweaks here. The beard is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So keep crushing it there. Absolutely enjoying how far you've come. All right, then, a couple quick questions. Thank you for sending in. Can you use butter for lotion? Yep, Sam does. I prefer oil as lotion. I specifically use CBD beard oil as my skin moisturizer, and I really enjoy that, even though it's not moisturizing. That's a whole nother topic, but that's what I use. So castor oil is good for gray beards, the best. Generally speaking, not all gray beardsmen like that, but generally speaking, that's the one to go to. Nice, Heather. So I will say the show is Beard Advice Live. We have had a flex stream from time to time where guys just show off their beards. Girls, we've had bearded ladies show off their beards as well. But this is a show where we like to help people reach their goals. How do you get there? How do you address a problem? We're going to have some really good specific examples as they go through. Dressing around your beard, the collar was discussed, but what other aspect? So the two main things, and we're actually going to cover this on the very last slide of tonight. Two main things that you want to consider when dressing with your beard. One is the collar. What is it doing to your beard? And then number 2 is the color. Collar and color. I do have a video on the color. I do have a video on the collar. That might be worth a video dedicated. The collar and color. Yeah. The 2 C's of dressing your beard. I like that. I'm going to write that down. Now, Mayor,
write that one down. Yes.
Explain what we mean by the color when it comes to dressing your beard. And if you don't got it, I
wasn't even a big believer in this until we started doing this show, but basically picking a color that is going to not be see-through, essentially. Even Dan, as thick and legendary as his beard is, if he puts on this shirt with the longer beard, you're going to get some transparency through it, and you're probably going to see it. And even though most of the people that you're with wouldn't necessarily see it, you do, and it gets in your head, and it just doesn't take pictures, it doesn't photograph well, and it creates transparency issues that truly aren't there. So we tend to recommend like a darker colored beard, darker colored shirt with, depending on your beard color and all that, just to not to overly push through a bright color and make it look thin.
Absolutely. It's the same reason that I grow my chest hair literally up to my neckline, because I have a pale neck. And so if I have that white neck showing, it's going to have more. But as you introduce things, the beard gets thinner as it goes through. So, yep, color and collar would be the answer there. Fantastic question. Nights are so funny how they just evolve. Sometimes it just gets going.
You haven't drunk your Mountain Dew very much.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to. There's no doubt. It's amazing. It's perfect.
Okay.
So, yeah, it is absolutely perfect.
Take it go your own way, Fleetwood Mac.
How will an ascot affect your beard? I've heard the term, but I don't even know what an ascot is. So, Mayor,
I believe it's like the collar from like a tuxedo or formal wear. It's like the flowery thing. I would think an ascot would do the same as a collar, maybe even worse, depending. If you have a longer beard, you have like the jump out. That's the thing that goes under the collar. It's kind of like you go with like a smoking jacket. It's like that. It's a look. That's why you have me here.
Yeah, I will.
Same thing as a collar, probably, but worse.
I will never. That's not in my playbook. I struggle with this myself. I trimmed my beard back twice for transparency. to me to my shirt. I have a lot of black shirts, suggestions on shirt collars for red beards. I would go with something so for me, my best colors for my beard, and I do have kind of some reddish tint to it. A good dark blue, a good dark green, a good heather gray are my best shirts. I would think that a red beard would be very similar. Dark red or dark green, dark blue, those are gonna suit you really well. Generally speaking, dark is gonna work for everybody other than white beards. If you have a dark shirt and a white beard, it can make it look transparent. With a straight up white beard, go with a good heather gray shirt. So it's just what's gonna kind of complement it.
Cameron, I'm totally doing that idea on Beyond Bearded. Looking at different collar shapes and guessing what they're called, their names.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's got to be a million of them.
Yeah. Patience, healthy habits is really what's going to come down to, man. We had somebody on the show last week that showed their progression of their sides, of their cheeks. It was amazing. He actually changed his name to something going on with that. So, yeah, absolutely amazing. You ever use beard shampoo conditioner on head hair? I do, yep. It's probably just the only downfall is a little bit more expensive than your normal head hair conditioner and shampoo, but there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever, especially the Whiskey and Hardtack Solid Beard Wash Bar. Every time I wash my beard with that, I wash my head hair as well.
I will say conditioner for beards is it can make your hair almost unstylable.
Your head hair?
Yes. I
don't wear conditioner on my head hair.
Right.
So
I'll be mindful of that.
And I will actually throw that challenge out to you guys out there. If you have short hair, head hair, look into not using head hair conditioner at all. It's not actually intended for short hair. So just something to consider there. If you look up conditioner stuff and all the things, there's a whole head hair community is a whole thing. But just like your beard, conditioner is not for your scalp. It is not for the pores at all. And so keeping it to that, the only way is applying it with an open palm, right? But it's not even advised for short hair. So just something. I haven't used head hair conditioner in probably, 3 years. And my head hair does well. It actually, here you go, guys. Head hair conditioner can actually increase the onset of male pattern baldness. It suffocates the pores and can really accelerate that process. All right. How do you say Popal? Popal? Sounds Greek. I'm going Greek.
This is Robert K. Here is 1 year of growth. I've never trimmed because I'm super scared that I will mess something up. Plus, my goal is to get it as big as I can. I figure I can let it grow and trim later as needed. Any advice on styling the mustache would be greatly appreciated. I guess I'm just looking for general advice at this moment. My grooming techniques or anything that comes to yours or the mayor's mind when you see my pics. Thank you.
All right, and an ascot is what Fred from Scooby-Doo wore. That makes sense.
Thurston Howell on Gilligan's Island, which you are too young for.
I knew Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I didn't know the characters.
You knew of it.
Yeah. No, we watched. I can remember some specific episodes, but not too much of it. I do know as an expert about Fred from Scooby-Doo. That's who I went as Halloween this year. So,
oh, nice.
Yep, that was, did I have an ascot? No, I wore a green,
turtleneck?
Kind of, yeah. It's like a version of a turtleneck, yep. All right, Robert. All right, refresh me in there. I got to think about Scooby-Doo. Goals to get big as again. Okay.
Afraid to trim. Styling the mustache.
Okay.
General advice.
So mustache and general advice. All right, Robert, mustache. You got 2 options here. We're going to leave it at 2 options and 2 options only. And guys, we still do have 2 more giveaways, so I will put those links in the chat right now if you want to enter to win some pretty cool products. Robert, pretty simple for your mustache. We either trim or train. I recommend trying the training first, right? Because you can always go back and trim later. If you trim, you can't just go back and train, right? It changes everything. I'm biased, but I would love to see a lazy walrus. Get that mustache going to the side. You can look up Dancy Bearded Lazy Walrus, and that's really going to help you out. That's going to get it off the lip. It's going to give it some purposeful approach. Lazy Walrus right there from the Bearded Wolverine. I agree. And then overall styling that we have, it's going to sound like a broken record, but I do really mean it. I would love to see more volume on your beard by doing a blowout beard. Get that heat going away from your face. What it's just going to do is add a little bit of volume right here, and it's going to look great. But other than that, man, you're doing well. The sideburns look faded. They look really nice and clean up here. So I don't have much other than that.
I'm just gonna talk about the mustache trim if you decide to go that route. I really like the shape and how the goatee kind of connects down to the beard. So if you do happen to get to the point where you want to just neaten it up a little bit, it's just gonna be a clean scissor trim. And you always recommend a scissor trim, but I've been working my technique with that because it really is true. You want to avoid a straight line if you can, and try to cut in a little bit and kind of move the scissors
angle.
And I'm just developing that technique myself, but it makes it look much more natural. When you get the straight line, there's nothing wrong with that, but the next level is going to be a little bit of adjusting your angles just slightly so it looks like a more natural growth.
Yeah.
And for you, I would bring that up just to the lip but continue that on. And remember that your mustache hair, like the straight, orderly mustache hairs, they do continue on a bit beyond your mouth itself, and kind of just notice that natural curve and work in that.
Yeah. So Michael says, I appreciate how he grew a trim out for a year. Absolutely. That is, or who he grew without a trim. That's amazing. All right. So if I hear the mayor correctly, I'm gonna be the counter. That's why we got two of us, and I do not ever recommend that. So Mayor, are you saying trim here but leave the sides?
Not exactly. No.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Clarify.
No. Bring me back.
Okay.
All right. Just trim here.
Yep.
Trim, but be mindful of how it sets up with the rest of them.
Okay. So
Pay attention to that.
What were you saying about connecting the goatee to the mustache?
To just remember that needs to be symmetrical and fit in with the goatee that connects there, so that they're all kind of like one piece.
Because it was kind of mentioned earlier, and I think I get what you're saying, but I do not ever recommend, and I don't even think it's a personal preference thing. I think if people really step back, some people try to do that. They're like, well, my mustache connects to my goatee, so I'm going to trim the middle area here, and I'm going to leave those sides long. I think that's one of the worst looks possible. So I do not recommend that, but that's not what you're saying.
No,
though.
not at all.
So don't do that because I have seen that a lot.
I should have said it simpler. As just remember that your mustache extends beyond, and that you need to kind of balance that out. You don't want to have these guys. No.
Okay, so you're saying the opposite.
Look
Yeah.
Of the extra long on the sides.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
And Michael's exactly right. I do have a recent mustache trim video. I actually just posted a TikTok today. If you're a TikToker, shout out to Doug, moderator. He creates the TikToks for the account. So I think that would be nice. He said, that's what I do. Okay, cool. Good. And then, there was a great question here that I wanted to take on this topic. Chad says, why does nobody like the straight down mustache hair? So Chad, I want to make sure we're super, super clear on this. I don't think anybody likes, and by anybody, there's always exceptions to the rule. I don't think anybody likes the straight down mustache hair that gets long and covers the lip. Why? Because we're just talking practically speaking to live, to eat, to kiss, to function, right? The mayor, the mayor has a straight down mustache hair. If you want to peer over at the camera there, oh wow, he's making eye contact. He has the straight down mustache hair. But if you notice, it is not entirely like capping his mouth. It's not taking away his lifestyle. When they go over the lip entirely, and especially if it gets thinner over the lip, I don't think that's a good look. But I love the mayor style. I love Ron Burgundy. I love Ron Swanson. Those are legendary mustaches, but they're not going way over the lip. So you just kind of got to be able to function, to live, to have a to have a life.
To eat without a straw.
Yep, absolutely. So for sure. You personally don't see the comments? Oh no, I upload the videos, I manage it, I do everything on TikTok. Doug edits the videos for me. So, yep, I am on TikTok, Dancy Bearded. Pretty simple to find. So, yes, but Doug Sloan, the moderator, he edits my videos and then sends them to me. I upload them, I load them, comment, all that stuff. So, nope, if you hear anything on TikTok, it is me. Just shout out to there. Is Nicholas Beardworks the best beard oil? It's completely personal preference. Is it my best beard oil? No. But again, everybody's different. It just depends on your preferences and what you like. All right. Thank you, Robert.
This is Tyson. Good morning, sir. I saw your YouTube channel and subscribed to it.
My man.
I have been at growing my beard for about a year now, and until last month, I just let it grow because I didn't really know anything any better.
And how common is that?
Very. I have started washing 2 to 3 times a week and put in beard oil every morning thanks to your advice. It It doesn't look too bad, but I'm trying to get it to grow longer than yours.
Hey,
I would like some advice and help on info on my beard for trimming, as well as maybe your thoughts on care. It is a coarse beard and tends to get scraggly on the area below my ears. The rest isn't as out of control as I have now started using a beard brush instead of a normal comb. Below are a few pictures of my beard and what I'm working with. Thank you in advance for all your help.
awesome. And hopefully you didn't ditch the comb, right? We still want that comb, but the brush can be an amazing addition to styling. So yeah, I would agree with that. And so there's a lot of people, actually in my mustache trim video, I did talk about having a compromise, and we do have a girlfriend in the house. I don't think I could handle the hair on the lips, right? Sam does not love kissing a mustache. So I love having a big mustache, but I do cut it down for hers to be more kind of acceptable. Now, is Betsy, has she mentioned the mustache at all?
Not lately. I mean, yeah, she's not a fan.
Okay.
I mean, if all things even, she would prefer to not have it there. But there's a lot of she likes the look of a beard.
There you go.
And I think that's actually a bigger deal.
There you go. I'm having trouble training my mustache to the sides, have a similar look to Robert. Is wax a good help? Yeah, absolutely. The two most, I think, respected wax brands right now, one would be Can-You Handlebar. Secondary's firm, primary's not as firm. And then the other one would be Westwhy. It's starting to take off. I don't know really anything about wax other than what I hear from people that I know and respect. So yes. Do you have a blowout style video? I do, Robert. Doug will link one for us if he's still in here, or you can just search Dancy Bearded Blowout Beard.
I think it's linked earlier.
Oh, cool.
Too, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Doug. All right, let's check out Tyson here. Growing, just starting going. Awesome, man. Super, super cool. Yeah, I hope you're still using a comb. The brush for styling's great, but we still want to use a comb here. So flash him back. He's starting to really get his system going down. Mayor, just general advice. What you got for Mr. Tyson?
I know he said he's shooting for longer than you.
Yeah, right. Come on,
What
Tyson.
I just want to throw out there is you're the excellent example of somebody who could immediately trim back to my beard style if you wanted to. You've got like the growth beyond. I would, if it was me, I would probably do my trick with a razor, use a little of my favorite oil, and clean up the cheeks just a touch, not anywhere near bringing the cheek line down. And then I'm gonna recommend heat. I think a heated brush is something that really is gonna start to bring, and you've got just that full beard. Make sure you're oiling, obviously, but a heated brush is going to make a huge difference. And once you get that like kind of dialed in a little bit, like what I'm doing here, your neck may need a little bit of a cleanup. Nothing that's going to involve the integrity of your, like you can do all this and not compromise your goal of going longer than Dan. But the heated brush, work on that technique and brushing it down is gonna get like a slightly more of a wrap to your, you don't want it to wrap, but you want it to just be wow. And then you threw me off on that.
I did.
And then finally, I'm not sure what you want to do, but I would say a little bit of a fade on, and I'm not gonna say scuba trim, but kind of looking at the bushiness of your sides. You could look at kind of, depending on what the heat does for you, maybe looking at bringing a bigger guard and doing that a little bit near the sideburns and that transition. I can't really see your head hair, but that transition to there. It looks like it could use a little bit of TLC.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think heat plus tension is going to help you out a lot. Play around with a blow dryer, play around with a heated brush if you're able to, and see if we can get going. That's just going to really, really kind of help it look just a little bit more in line, but it's going to be great. And shout out to my man Brian. He said, my newborn's loving grabbing my beard. Got to keep it strong. That's awesome. Brian, how new? I didn't know this news, man. If it's new, I apologize for not congratulating you. I missed that. And that is true. If I can give you any advice to any young fathers out there, I've had a long beard with 3 kids now, is when you hold them, learn to hold them away from your face. A lot of people like to hold babies and they like put them on their shoulder and stuff. I never did that because 1, my beard's going to suffocate them. But 2, when they see stuff, they grab stuff. You hold the baby away from you, right? I would hold the butt like right here, and the legs are over, and then they face away. They don't grab it unless it's like tickling the back of their head. Otherwise, they leave you alone. Everyone's like, how do you get away with having a baby in your beard? hold them away from you. And that's all I did. And for
So,
me,
like
I found it was
middle
easy.
school. A lot of our middle school boys have see stuff, grab stuff issues too.
Yeah, very, very true. Very true.
I just got past that phase, personally. A little bit past.
It can get you in trouble.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it can get you in some trouble there. So, absolutely. All right. So, Brian, man, congrats. Again, let us know how new it is out there. And if I have a feeling maybe Jeff and John might be done with their stream. Maybe they popped in. Shout out to Jeff and John if they're out there. All right. My godson pulls that. Yeah. And if they get it, that's real pain. Like, I was wrestling with the boys today, and one of them pinned my beard down by accident, and I went to move my head. Oh, nope. So, yeah, that'll cause some pain there. The Miller family may be at the Disney meetup. Ooh, that'd be awesome. Please do. I like the new name as well. But please, Miller family, you guys would be at the top of the VIP list. 1 month old, he like it's a jungle gym. Baby grip strength is crazy. Like, and I don't recommend it.
That's all they do.
I don't recommend it. But if you're like a newborn, or I forget the age, you can put them on like a monkey bar and they'll just hang. It's like, wow. But congratulations, 1 month old, man. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. My middle daughter used to do pull-ups on my beard. Nice. You guys got some horror stories. All right.
This is Josie.
Josie.
And are you gonna try? You're gonna try the other one while I'm reading this one?
No.
Okay.
We're going to do it front and center.
Thank you for all both of you do. This channel has been a tremendous blessing to me since I started my first beard about 3 months ago. Question 1. My goatee is about 6 weeks ahead of everything else. The difference is not terribly obvious, but not hard to see either. At what point should I even everything out?
Great question.
Question 2. Looking at my side profiles, right now I am combing my beard back in the direction it seems to be growing naturally. Should I start combing it down to train, or should I let gravity take over, at which point I should start going down? It should start going down natural.
Okay, and I do have to say here, and this is not a shot at anybody at all, these are my favorite types of questions for advice. I like very specific questions addressing problems which lead to their goals. The more specific you guys and girls can be in your write-ups, it just helps us give more accurate advice. Right? There's nothing wrong with saying general advice. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. But things like this, I can specifically go in and say, hey, I know I can exactly help you here. So great detail. Thank you, Dan. And perfectly worded questions. Okay, number 1, goatee's longer. Do I start evening it out or not as it goes through here? All right, Mayor, what do you think?
Question 1, it is not noticeable at all to us that you started with the goatee.
To us, speak for yourself, Mayor.
Okay, well, I'm guessing you're gonna say the same on that. So I would say leave it. Don't even get that out of your mind. It's nothing.
Absolutely.
Secondly,
all right, let me come back here. All right, question 2. I like to feed you.
Okay.
Looking at the sides, right now I'm combing back in the direction it's growing. Is it time to start combing? So if you guys notice, his beard is going back in this direction here. Essentially, he's saying, rock this or train it down.
Train it down. We would never really recommend that back brush. Train it down, straight up.
Yep, and Donald says this here. Now, the question would be, and I agree, the goatee, not noticeable. I think you are totally fine. You might have faster side growth than you do have the goatee growth, and it's kind of catching up naturally. Mayor, do you think that this is a case of being able to train this with a comb and Breuer's bristle brush, or do you think we need to introduce heat for the process?
Well, if there's got to be a reason you're brushing it back like that naturally. I would think my instinct was, unless it just was your instinct to go backwards.
I think he was just simply saying my beard grows that way, so I was brushing it in the direction that it naturally grows.
Okay.
That's his only reasoning.
Enough. I mean, as far as heat right now, I don't know. It seems very straight to me. I don't know that heat is going to be a necessity unless you start seeing something come out later.
Yeah, the only thing that heat's going to do is it's not necessarily going to straighten your beard, because as the mayor said, your beard hairs are pretty straight, but it can aid in the direction.
Sure.
Now, is that a necessity? No, you can probably get it going the other way. I would have loved in a perfect world, Joe, if you would have started training it from an earlier state of the beard. So heat can kind of go back up and accelerate that process. If it's in the budget and possible, a heated brush could be a really good tool to experiment and play with. But yeah, definitely everything the mayor said, training it down, getting it going. I think that you may even have much faster. If you were to show me this, I would even think that this portion of your beard is longer than your goatee portion. So you might just be a really fast side grower, which we've seen from time to time. It's not the most common, but we do see that. But it's doing well, man. Oh, sorry, but that's on me. I love the color of the beard. Love the color.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, throw a little bit of caramel in there. Looks nice, man. Looks really nice. Anything else, Mayor, for him?
No, just thank you for sending in. That's a great, very specific question.
Yeah, love how you worded that. And guys and girls out there, please keep adding in the chat your feedback, your observations, with the angle of being supportive, with the angle of being positive, of course. Can you use a heated brush to comb up from the neck?
I do to add value, like kind of when I'm looking at getting the chin at its point. I will usually finish with a couple slow brush outs.
Okay, but Mike,
is that what he's asking?
Yes, absolutely. But he's asking about him.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a great question.
I'm not sure what's underneath.
Exactly where I was going there. For you, absolutely. Now, should he be going forward?
And I wonder if that's where the brush back comes with, like a little bit of insecurity with the underbeard.
Yeah, and rather than leaving it down because, and that's a great. We are on the same page. If you do bring it down, that does take the backboard away. Your backboard is your face. Yeah, Joe, start training it down. If you have heat, start using heat to accelerate it. Then come back to us because I think our advice is going to be totally different when we see that beard going down.
Yeah.
Because it might be a different trim, right? Let's say it goes down and this is the longest portion of your beard and your chin isn't that much. Man, maybe we say trim that. Maybe we say go to a mare style, right? Because how far is this chin wrapped under?
True.
We can't tell. So Joe, start training it down, report back to us, and we'd love to give you updated advice from there. Because we don't know if you should trim, we don't know if anything else right now, but it's looking good. You have a great start, man. Great start. Awesome.
This is Lance T. I'm new to growing a full beard. It has been 3 months into this wonderful journey. I've watched all your videos on how to style and maintain a beard. I keep getting a really bad wave on one side. I've been trying everything in your how to remove waves in a beard, but it keeps coming back. I'm to the point that I don't know what to do. Thank you for any help you can give me.
Okay, and Lance, he had reached out with this question before, and this is a good one. And I do want you guys to read this and let this absorb in because he is saying, I've watched your videos. So we cannot just simply say, hey,
Go watch the video.
go check my beard wave. He's watched them, and he's brought this up before. And real quick sidebar, Joe said it's wrapped under quite a bit. Joe, I'm very interested to see what it looks like down and even going out like the mayor's showing right there. So report back to us because it's impossible for us to know.
And we're curious because that's it's just a great example.
Yep, absolutely. And you can always try heating up and out. Yeah, so I think Scott, you're right, man. I think we need that. Who knows? Maybe it'll even be like a Greg Brzezinski roll under beard. There's a lot of options there for sure. All right, but again, we want to make sure we're on this. He's watched the videos. It's driving him crazy. Let's see what he's got. And I also have to say, real quick, I'm going to give the jerky a 6.
Okay.
It's good, but I don't know why. I just don't like moist jerky.
It doesn't taste like meat as much.
Yeah.
It's not salty.
Yeah.
There's a saltiness. I hear
There is an artificialiness to it, you know? So, but it'll get the job done. It's solid. It's one of the better options that you can get pretty much cross
Walmart
country.
has a poor selection
The worst.
of jerky. Like
The
there
worst.
was nothing.
Walmart's awful for jerky. The worst.
I don't know why.
Meijer's better. Speedway.
Meijer's got 2 to 3 times as
Our
much.
gas station is the best. Literally. If you guys have Speedway around you, the cornucopia of selections that you have there is amazing.
Their jerky isn't. They only have one section.
They got multiple areas, literally in end caps and everything. Okay, sorry, I digress. All right, Lance, let's take a look here. Okay, and I do have to say, this is a tough one. This is a tough one here. Great beard. The color, I don't know if it could be any more legendary.
Yeah.
Absolutely legendary. I'll start with one thing and then we'll address the tough one. So he's talking about this wave here. First one, Lance, I think we got to make a choice on your cheek line, right? You have this really high-rise cheek line with those dark roots underneath it. And it looks like you either trimmed it or shaved it and maybe a few days have gone by. I always say this, but I do really mean this. Let's either let it grow up and be natural, or you got to maintain it extremely regularly. So I would love to see that cheek line cleaned up as we go through there. But man, is this color legendary? He said, I got this wicked dip. I've watched all of your videos. I don't know what to do. Lance, here's my advice, and the mayor's calculating his as well. If that's really the case, you've tried my heat routine for dips, for waves. I have multiple videos on that. You've practiced, you've used different techniques, and it just will not work for your coarseness of your beard, your style of beard hairs. I think that you either go shorter and rock a very short beard that's wrapping to your face where you can utilize that color. You can get a beard heated brush to wrap it to your face, or you try your best right now. You ride it out. I will be honest, part of me believes that there is a way that you can adjust and practice and get it to go. I really do. I wish I could get my hands on your beard and try it myself, but I'm gonna take your word that you've tried and tried and tried and you can't get it. Or grow it out, right? Grow that bad boy out. Length and gravity are going to help that problem area of yours. Again, this is me giving you the benefit of the doubt, assuming that you genuinely have tried every styling way possible. Go shorter or go longer. Those are my 2 bits of advice.
I gotta ask you a favor.
Ooh.
Can I borrow your mouse for a second?
Yes.
I need the laser pointer.
Do it. This is the first time in the history of the show, everyone.
All right. So, Lance, this reminds me a lot of my beard, and it reminds me of kind of when I did a video recently of when I felt like I cut it too short underneath, and I had to adjust. So
you cut it too short underneath?
Well, that one time, yeah. Okay, I've made mistakes too. Anyways, I think if that's an issue, then we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna use we're gonna work our guard down, and we're gonna go 14 millimeter, 16, 14, 12, and we're just gonna take some of the volume off right here. And if you guys look at that, it's very similar. We're gonna cut right, kind of just trim right here. Same over here. It does feel too wide for the length. I think it's a little bit short here, and it just doesn't have that balanced feel. And I think if you're considering just kind of finding a style for yourself, I think you're gonna find it right here. You're gonna focus on taking the boxiness out right here, and right here.
I will say that's gonna be a very challenging trim for the sole purpose that his beard shape is so different.
So just take the little edge off the corner and sit with it for a day and come back to it the next day.
The problem with that, though, is if he does that, these hairs are going to be longer than these ones, right? Because to do this, right, and we got to acknowledge what's driving him crazy. What's driving him crazy is that dip and wave, and he's brought this up to me multiple times. To get that addressed, he's going to have to cut it off at that line there, right?
So then go for a scuba trim to a point and take the volume out rather than looking at it like what I just outlined with that. Because it does. You're right. That's not fair for me to just say that. I don't think you can't just come straight at it like that. But if you do a guard and you work it down and just take some volume out and then work on styling it, I think you will find a great look.
And that was option A for me. You can go shorter, and we can do that, like the mayor said. That way it's a pretty simple trim. Get the guard lengths that you want, start taking that body out of there, or grow past it. There's a lot of people encourage you to grow past it, so yeah.
But you're right. Gravity will, if you give it enough time, that wave will work stuff out. But there's got to be easy to sleep on his side. Or something that's resetting that all the time.
And Guns and Beards, there's something. Because if that was just a natural wave, that is a wild natural wave. Guns and Beards says, Dan would be a kid in candy store. I would love to get my hands on this. If I could go see and do that, it could be a cowlick. You're right. That could be the wicked natural wave behind it. But man, I would. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to get my hands on that beard and try. For me, it seems like a round brush with heat would solve that. But there are some hairs that are just thick. They're just coarse, and they're just really difficult to work with. And that could be the case. I'm not doubting him. it could be the case. So,
And one last thing is, guys, the expectation, like let's say you have a natural colic or wave, you're always going to fight that. You're never going to train that out. It's just going to be part of your getting your beard ready routine.
yeah. Lance, please keep us posted on what you're doing. I don't know if I've seen Lance in here. But yeah, as you said and some in the chat, it might have to do with sleep. It might, like you said, maybe you're a thinker and you do this. There's a reason other than maybe it's a colic, right? Maybe it is just your hair pattern's just wild over there. So yeah, man.
Good question.
Great question.
Interested to know what you decided to do.
I know. I'm right there with you. So yes. And look, how cool is this? Just had a 10-minute convo with the pizza delivery guy about beards after he saw mine. That's so cool. I directed him to your channel for tips and advice. That is so, so cool. I have my best conversations in situations like that, where you're forced to talk, right? Let's just be real. You're forced to talk to the delivery person. You don't have a lot of common ground. You don't want to be like, hey, man, crazy weather out there. And you both have beards. It's almost an immediate, you got to. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to. I will keep you posted. Oh, that's Hammer? Oh, awesome, man. So Hammer is, that's right. That is Hammer. Okay, got you, man. Okay, here we go. So we can go back and see Hammer. The name threw me off on this. All right, let's see what you got, Hammer. All right, so he said, I do use a round brush and heat. It does come out by the wave, but the wave always comes back. Okay, so Hammer, when is the period of time that it comes back? Because if it comes back the next morning, welcome to having a beard. That is everybody in existence. It is a daily battle. It's not even a battle, it's just your styling routine. You guys don't want to see my sideburns in the morning. Even after I do my initial routine, you don't want to see them. It's not pretty, but I battle it every single day. Now, if it comes back an hour later,
something else.
That's a different story.
I'm getting up 10 minutes earlier because I'm spending 10 more minutes with my beard now.
Yeah.
After masks. Masks got me lazy, but I love it. I like you said, at least I'm not in the kitchen arguing with the kids.
Right.
I'm down having a moment to myself.
It's your time. It's your time.
And I usually remember something I need to bring with me to work. I'm usually in that mind. It's really a great little time for yourself.
Yeah. And the video today was for some people that do, let's say you go work construction, you get up at 4 a.m., you don't want to give that time. Sleep is relative, right? If you make yourself go to bed 10 minutes earlier, you can get up 10 minutes earlier, and it's a net neutral.
It's not much, yeah.
Right? It's a net neutral. What's the difference of 3:50 and 4 a.m.? Not much, you know? So just something to consider there. All right, you said it comes back 2 to 3 hours. Okay. And hey, man, this is where it can get really individual and tough too, right? If the hairs are coarser, they're more thick, it's going to bounce back quicker. But can we do something about that? Yeah. You can try CBD oil to soften those hairs. You can try bird oil, ostrich oil to soften those hairs. The softer they are, the more malleable they're going to be, and they're going to be able to kind of work with you more. So there's layers and layers. And Hammer, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you're relatively new to the channel. I know you stopped in on Monday, I think, for the first time. Maybe there's some videos in the arsenal of 350 videos that could really help you out. So I think we're just getting started, man. I think you're just getting this journey going. Here's my final stamp of advice, knowing that we're getting this feedback from you. Don't trim yet. Don't go in and do that. I think that's too drastic. I think that we can try other things, softening the hairs, different heat textures, those kind of things that can kind of bring it back. Make sure, Todd's right, make sure you're drinking enough water. One of the most important aspects of being able to work with your beard is drinking enough water. Believe it or not, it really does make a huge difference. So, good submission, man. I've been sitting on that one, kind of like, This is a tough one. So, Lance, thank you for sending it in, man. Absolutely. Oh, right. Yeah. Baby. What's up, Shaky? How you doing, buddy? Guys and girls out there, please enter the giveaway by putting your name and your email address, okay? Or your name and your email address. Now, while you guys enter that, we are going to, that's all I drink is water. Okay. How much are you drinking? It sounds like if that's all you're drinking, you're probably doing well. You keep adding challenging layers, Lance. Come on, man. Throw us a bone here.
Like, I have not.
Yeah. I follow everything, and you probably do, but I like a challenge. That's fun.
And right. If it's coming back 3 hours later, is there a way? What is your job? Is there something that it's almost like there's a pressure coming in there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we are going with Gator Cajun style here. Cajun style. You want me to go first? Or you want it? You want to maintain?
Either way.
All right, you hit it, man. You hit it. All right. I do smell a little Cajun. Oh, and by the way, guys, we just got a new Cajun. Yes, I know it's not. That's how I pronounce it, okay? Get off of me. We only need to sign up for once. That is correct, PJ. Yep, that is correct. Only once there. We bought a new Cajun. It's called Slap Ya Mama. And apparently it's a big name, like kind of like an Honest Amish type brand. It's not some huge thing, but it's big enough. Amazing and really hot. If you guys like good, spicy Cajun, check out Slap Ya Mama, okay? Robert, and I'm not just saying this because they're the sponsor of the show, I would literally recommend this first and foremost any day, anytime. Artiest Man. Check the link in the description. I also have discount codes in there. There's some red beards in here that would agree with me and back me up on that. Artiest Man is fantastic for red beards. Fantastic. All right. Slap Ya Mama here. Season is amazing. Thank you, Bayou. It is, you guys, I'm not kidding. Slap Ya Mama, Cajun, it slaps.
You do it on like a chicken or what?
Everything.
Okay.
Literally everything. I had gluten-free chicken gnocchi today. I added Cajun to it. I had soup yesterday. I added Cajun to it. I added on everything. It's amazing, amazing. Brad, we're about an hour away from Eminem's mom's spaghetti shop. Yep. Will you slap your mama? There we go, Fitz. All right, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Okay. All right. What's the thoughts on the Gator?
Good.
Good.
Don't really taste anything different, but the Cajun.
He's working on his pronunciations, guys.
Sorry, guys. That seasoning is good.
Okay.
Really enjoyable. I don't get like a weird flavor at all. Isn't it alligator that tastes like chicken anyways, they say? So which basically is a non-flavor and something like that. Mm-hmm. Where you at on that? What do you think? Good little heat on the Cajun spicing.
Yeah. 9. Like,
yeah.
Good. Good. Yeah, good. Real good. I'm enjoying this a lot. This is, this is really, really, really good. Dan, someone sent in a comment, they use beard oil and butter before blow dryer. Butter is personal preference, before heat or after. I do recommend it after. I don't want you cooking the butter, but it does come down to personal preference. Dan, you have the regular or extra hot version? I don't know, Jesse. I just got whatever we picked up. I'm not sure on that one. How's the Beard Octane Jerky? Fantastic. My favorites are actually, that's whose hat I have on right now. This is Beard Octane. I thought it was beef. Sorry. I like the pork ones, like the bacon jerky the most. I like the chicken ones. Those are probably my favorites. The blazing chicken and then the like applewood smoked bacon jerky. So good. But yeah, this Gator is good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Appreciate it. We love you too. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and pop back here, you guys and girls. We already have our first winner. Let me make sure I wrote that down. Yep. Artiest Man, if you're watching, I did share the winner's document with both of you. So if you could, please reach out to them with their name and email address. If needed, Mary will follow up with you to make sure we're all good and square there. All right, and let's see who we have for our possible winner. If you see your name on the screen, you guys, please drop a comment. You can say anything. All I ask is that you try to say it as quickly as possible. Boom, we got Phil Mills. That's a good name.
I used to go to school with a Roger Mills, but not
I went to school with John Mills. He ended up kicking for the University of Michigan on the football team.
Oh, wow.
Yep, the extra hot has red and yellow letters. Oh, I don't know, I'll check, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, 30 days. Thanks, man. Love the new logo. All right. Do we have Phil Mills? Are you in the building? Otherwise, we got to do a reroll.
Right.
Dan, my beard is a little bit longer than yours. How much beard oil do you use in the morning? I'm at about a full dropper right now. Hey, congrats, Philly D.
Right.
Yeah, I'm at about a full dropper right now. Maybe a tad bit more. If it's not a dropper, it's probably about a quarter size in my hand. That'd be about the most, I don't know, that's the trick the kids do to like punch you, but you know that game?
Not me.
No?
I do my flags. I do my kangaroo.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. he's gonna kangaroo on
like,
us.
oh no, sir.
Awesome. Phil, congrats, man. You have won. Artiest Man will reach out to you to get your government name and your shipping address.
I gotta tell you about something coming up on. We have a channel at school, and they did this thing with me today where it's
channel?
like the kids have a news.
Oh,
show.
the announcements.
So they do little segments, and they came and recorded me, and it was like reading little what's a fit and what does it mean?
Kids slang.
Yeah. So, anyways, I knew I would be great. Like just being involved with this, I thought I would be amazing, and I got a little confident, a little too confident. And then there was one that was it was like an acronym, and there were no dots to my benefit, but it was like if you know, you know. So it's what is it? IYK.
Yeah.
So and they love it. The kids love it. Like they said that
They're
everybody.
dying.
Yeah, I was like,
Icky.
that's not a word. Ikey Ike. Ikey Ike. You guys are bullying me. This is made up. And it's like I look bad. So it's coming. It's gonna drop.
That's gonna be good.
I don't know how that's gonna impact the brand, but I wanted you to know about it early.
That's gonna be good.
So you were reacting better than the other person. I told my son, who has to sit in the classroom as his dad does stuff like that on TV.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Do some beard types need more oils? Beard types and especially skin types. If you have very dry skin, you probably use more oil. If you have a red beard, gray, silver, white, you probably use a little bit more oil. If you live in a dry climate, you probably use more oil. So it's not necessarily beard types, but there are different variables that will call for more or less oil. Will washing my beard out every day dry it out even if I condition it? So Tom, I do not recommend using conditioner every day. Even if you wash every day, take a day off in between. Go conditioner every other after the wash. But as long as you're using a good quality beard oil after the shower and you're drinking enough water, your beard will be fine. As long as you're not stripping it and harming it. So get a good, gentle daily wash and you'll be good to go. Any experience with Mad Viking? No. I'm new to beard growth, about 7 inches, but patchy and curls. Any tips? Maybe I'll let you hit that one.
Well, first of all, we'd love to see you send in.
Yeah.
beardadvicelive@gmail.com. 7 patchy, but curls, looking at the heated brush. Let's talk about that. If the curls are bothering you, you're mentioning it, it might be time to look at a heated brush. We do have a affiliate with Aberlight, who we strongly recommend is a great company. Save you 15%.
Yep, but send in.
Please,
It's super hard to give general advice like that. If you send in the information scrolling at the bottom and it's pinned as the top comment, so you can get that going. Why don't you recommend conditioner every week? Conditioner builds up. You do not, in any circumstance, want to use conditioner 7 times in a week. There's no beard, there's no person that's going to benefit from that. It's going to clog your pores. It's going to build up on your hair. And it'll slowly, you won't even realize it. And then you'll just one day be like, my beard doesn't style as well as it used to. And then you start to cut the conditioner out and you're like, oh.
I went through all that. And then you also don't feel the oil. The oil, it kind of coats your hair and the oil doesn't absorb as well as it would.
Yep, and if you do it in moderation and you do it properly,
you
use the right amount, you rinse it out, it's a great thing. But if it's every day or you're not doing it properly, it will cause some major problems. It can stunt the growth, it can hurt the health of it. There's a lot there. You think having a rough, calloused hands will hurt your beard hair when applying products? I mean, if you got stuff sticking out and jagged and like grabbing and pinching, yes. If it's not doing that, you'll be fine. Just be gentle, right? When you apply beard oil, you want to apply with your fingertips. It's not really your palms. If you see people applying it with their palms, they're not doing it exactly right. Fingertips, get underneath, work it in, get through the beard. So as long as your fingertips aren't like super jagged, not something that you want. I've not tried Rhett and Link's Good Mythical Morning Oil, but I do want to. It's like a dream of mine for them to reach out to me, but I have not tried them yet. What do you think about using a beard butter with a bit of balm for day use? One or the other. Do not do both. That's just gonna suffocate the beard and cause problems, and I don't think there's any benefit to it. So one or the other. How much water for someone's body weight? Half your body weight, drink that in ounces. So I weigh 220. I drink at least 110 ounces of water a day. That is about as good of a rule as it gets.
And I'm like at 180, so.
Half your body
Whatever
weight.
that is.
Hey, what's up, Amanda? Yeah, Good Mythical Morning is a fantastic show. And Rhett does have a beard oil, so.
I used to have a student walking every morning. Good Mythical Morning.
You left an impact on
There you go. It was an impact. This is Sean H. I'm new to the beard game. April will be a year. I've trimmed twice for shape. I've been using hot or as hot as I can stand to help train it. What do you suggest for style, and what shape is the shape I have okay? I'm blind, so I use my hands to help shape. Any advice would be great.
All right, so super unique here. New to the game. He's blind. We do have several people that are blind that follow the channel, but I've never really thought about that. I would assume that many blind people would go to a barber or have somebody trim. He's doing it himself and using his hands to do the shaping, okay?
I can get behind that. I'm a very much of a toucher of the beard.
Agree. When I trim my mustache, it's all by feel. You can measure with your hands to know how close they are. All right, so get your mind ready here, guys. He's not even a year in. He's new. He's blind, okay? Get that image of your beard, of what you think his beard's gonna look like. And now take a look at that. Like, is this real life right now, Sean H? Like, this, I don't mean to be rude, but this is stupid, as the kids would say.
Such a cool color.
Dude.
Such a great, do what you're doing, man.
Oh,
Honestly,
my goodness.
Right?
The only thing, because you sent in, and this is not a flex, and you're looking for advice, number one, goodness. Your beard shape, your beard color is legendary. Yeah. The only thing that I would give advice on is, Sean, I would love to see you grow the mustache out. I love everything about your beard, but you're taking the mustache down, probably for convenience, maybe some kissing, who knows. I would love to see that beast of a mustache come together with growing that stash out. Go with the lazy walrus, embrace it, rock it. I think that could make a nice difference to put that little bit of cherry on top. But dude,
I'm just gonna read you some of the comments. That beard's awesome. Awesome beard. Great. Bro, that is a great beard. Looks great. Amazing beard. Goodness. Wow. Tell him wow. Glorious beard.
Yeah.
And it goes on. Nice beard. Very nice. Awesome beard.
Yep. Yeah, oh yeah, we got you, Jason. We got you, man. The comments are just coming in. What up, JP? Really, really, really nice. Stain says, closing my eyes and trimming and styling for now on. If it gets you that, yeah. Kelly said his wife says something, and then do I have a problem? Depends what we're talking about here, Kelly, because you could. Could Sean trim my beard? My goodness gracious. Sean, I don't know if you're in the chat, man, but legend. But I would love to see you grow that mustache out. That would be my advice. I want to see that. But, dude, fantastic. The volume, the thickness, the color, the texture, crushing it. The fade into the side. There's no way you trim those sides. No way, Sean. I'm not buying it. There's somebody had to help with those sideburns, because I couldn't even do that myself. But I'm just kidding. If you did, man, big ups to you. That's wild.
Thank you so much.
And remember what you guys thought in mind. New to the game, not a year in. And wow, this has gotta be 10 inches.
Yeah.
Close to, this dude's at like superhuman growth. Like you're pushing them an inch a month.
It's thick. It's not just the length, it's the volume, man.
Yeah. Whatever as Donnie said, whatever you got, we need, man. Start bottling that and selling that. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. When I retire, I want his beard. Yeah, absolutely. I have beard envy. And no, you don't, Wolverine. Your beard's amazing. Wow. That's crazy, dude. Sean, fantastic. Fantastic.
This is Jeremy S. My freedom beard became a year yesterday. And
Thank you for your service.
But I want to go with a trim to even up my beard and give it a nice shape. As you can tell in my photos, I'm starting to deal with a French fork. I was styling with a blowout beard until last week when I saw Dan's French fork video and I started styling forward to my chin to try and help. My plan is to keep growing in length, but I want to get better at shape and groomed appearance, then grow from there. So I'd like options on what shape of beard would look good with my big fat head. And what do you think about my fork? I have good underbeard, but I had a bald spot under my chin, and I imagine I still do. Also, the front of my chin is thin, so this adds to less bulk. And you can see shorter hairs coming through my chin to the rest of my beard. What should I do with my sideburn areas? They tend to get puffy. Should I get them trimmed down or continue to growing them to a length so that they lay down? I do really enjoy I enjoy a relaxed handlebar mustache, but ultimately I'd like a long enough that I could brush it out and separate it from my beard, styling it and lay it on top.
All right. Love the comments. Comment of the year goes to Dallas. He said 30,000 MCGs of biotin. Right. There's something, man. Everybody's shook by that beard. So, all right, Jeremy, let's go ahead and peep here. See what you got. Again, thank you for your service. A retired military, I think he said officer. I forget the exact verbiage there. But, Jeremy, thank you, man, for your service. Another awesome beard, dude. Look at that under beard and everything we got going here. Love the mustache. What do you think about my fork? All right, let's take it. I like to break it down one by one. You know, I know the mayor, you freestyle, but let's go in here.
I am like that.
You are. You just
and
go.
most things, I'm a feel guy.
Yeah. So
to my own fault a lot of times.
So I'd like opinions on the shape of my beard that would look good with my big old fat head. What do you think about the fork? So first and foremost, looking at his beard here, what do we think about the current style? What do we think about the fork? Are we going full mutton chops, which would be down the middle, right? Take a little buzzer and go through. Are we going shorter? What do we got for Jeremy here? People in the chat, let us know your thoughts on this one. Ken all the way out in Hawaii says, just a ducktail trim on the bottom. Mayor, thoughts?
Oh, I'm gonna lean on you as far as how to handle a French fork, but I just want to say too, if you're trimming that, you did mention under the lip, if you're trimming that, let that go. I mean, you were saying that I know you mentioned under the chin, you weren't sure really what to do with them. You have to let that get weird before it gets better, and then you will get a little bit better coverage in that area, I think.
Okay, all right. So Mayor's skipping ahead, just like we were talking about. The shape of your beard. I think let's embrace this fork. I think it is awesome. I think it adds character to yours. It's not like the fork is kicking in at like 6 inches and we can trim below it and keep the style. Your fork is a part of your beard. It's a part of your growth. We see this underbeard here, and that's just the natural angle of your neckline, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing bad there. I say embrace it. I don't want to go mutton chops. I don't want to go with a big ol' trim down the middle, unless, for me, mutton chops is a big personality statement, right? I have a buddy, Fire Chops. He wins like nationals and stuff. He's actually from our area, works for GM. Great dude's been to my house. He goes with the straight up mutton chops, but that's his thing. That's what he's known by. I don't know if you're full there. I don't know if you're okay. And he never trims his soul patch, so no trimming under the lip, which is good. And I think you embrace it. I think you rock it. I think you style the way you are right now. I think it looks fantastic. I love the shape of the mustache.
Yes.
I love everything you're doing with the beard, man. Do not fight that French fork because it starts too early. There's just no battle you're gonna win there.
True.
So just keep it up. You don't have to do anything special. I think it's character. I think as your beard ages, I think you're gonna start to see some grays build in on the hairs here. I already see them lighter than on your side. And so I think once that color changes over, it's going to look even better, even cooler. So I'm very excited for those changes there. All right, so we got that one. What about the sideburn areas? They tend to get a little bit puffy. Should I trim them down or continue to lay them down? So he's talking about over here. All right, so I'll hit this one real quick. I think you said the sideburn areas. I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to say your sideburns. Because your beard is actually very uniform. Your side area of your beard is totally fine. I think it's the actual head hair where you're talking about the puffiness and even over here, there's nothing wrong with your beard side, Jeremy. Nothing wrong at all. That is adding volume. I would hate to see you take that down. I think that looks really nice. I would love to see you do something up here on the head hair side of things.
Agree.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna make that look, and you probably won't even notice. But if you did notice it, and I think if you're going for the full beard, I don't want to take anything off the sides of the beard itself. It's all about adjusting that head hair and getting that, I think, balance better.
And he does say, I plan on getting a haircut too. So Jeremy, that's what we would both say. The mayor said, give that balance, give that transition. I love this comment by Todd. He said, I see a guy with a big French fork all the time at the airport. It's awesome looking on him and you too. I agree. Yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. And Sarah even says, I think the stash is going in the right direction. Maybe a touch of some wax and some balm. Ladies, man, nice, nice, nice. All right, it's nice and thick. Yeah, I agree. I love the stash on that. Because it's like the French fork is almost a bold statement in itself. So let's cap it up with a little bit of style with that handlebar. And then I enjoyed the relaxed. Ultimately, I'd like it long enough that I could brush it out and separate from my beard. Yeah, keep going, dude. Keep going. So to summarize, rock the French fork, touch up the sideburns of your head hair, and just keep going.
Evaluate on that if you
Yeah. Hey, if you get a haircut, let us know. But man, you're doing great. I love it. I think it's really cool. Really, really cool. Thank you, Jeremy.
This is Jordy G.
Jordy.
I'll be hitting 7 months of growth in a few days and thought this would be a good time for an advice check-in. I still don't have a specific goal, but my intention is to keep growing. I've done 2 minor maintenance trims so far. The last trim was 6 weeks ago with no heat. I have not used heat daily until recently. Now I have a consistent heat routine. I feel like I am seeing more transparency. My question is, am I due for a transparency trim? Other thoughts or advice is always appreciated.
Love this. Love this. Great question. And a couple things to break down with it. First off, I had the pleasure of meeting Jordy in person at the Connecticut Barber Expo. Such a nice person, man. I could have talked to him all weekend. He also is in education, so just a genuinely kind and awesome person. So, Jordy, I appreciate you coming out there, man, and having the pleasure of meeting you. But what he's saying is my last trim, at that time, I was not using a heat routine to style my beard. So I got it trimmed from a style that was not using heat. Now, I do have a consistent heat routine, and I feel like my beard has settled differently, which is why we always advise trim your beard from the way you wear it, which he did, but now he wears it differently. So he's saying, hey, is it time to adjust? Is it time to make a trim because I do wear my beard differently? So let's go ahead and focus on that, and then our answer will be here, okay? So he's getting the heat routine. First off, Jordy, killing it, man. Looks so good. I will say, when I met you, however many months ago that was, I don't remember thinking your beard was not using heat, so that never stood out to me. But right now it's looking great, man. Thick, looks beautiful. What do you think, Mary? Is it time for a transparency trim, or just keep rolling for now?
I don't think it's time for a transparency trim. I mean, looking at the front, looking at the side, if anything, it's like what I'd like to see is just a little bit more work from the neck pushing out.
Agreed.
That's where I think your opportunity for improvement is.
Agreed fully. To the T. No trim yet. Keep rolling. Keep growing. Kelp growing. That's an interesting way to say it, Eric. Eric also had the chance to meet Jordy, but I don't know why Eric's talking about seaweed, but he's just a weird dude.
It's Eric.
Yeah. Keep growing. Dan, where did they come with the French fork reference? I did learn this at one point. I don't remember, Nicholas. I can admit that.
I always think about Joe, because you know I always think Joe's up in his office in the upper floor.
Yeah,
and he has some
studio
buzzer for Eric when he makes a bad comment or something. Or
Yeah.
Some kind of like shock thing.
Right.
I don't know. Like, you do you, Joe, but that's what I'm throwing out.
just a tip. Now, do we have electricity involved?
I think so.
Okay, all
it's
right.
Eric. Look at his hair.
Yeah,
You know?
that is true. That is, well, his beard hair.
Right.
He doesn't quite have
That's
head
true.
hair.
That's,
so.
we're all on our own journey.
Eric, if you didn't know, you are bald. So we'll just throw that out there. Maybe some kelp would help you. But I do agree fully. I don't think it's time for a transparency trim, Jordy. You have a dark beard against a white wall, or whatever, Manila, whatever that is. And there is just a teeny tiny bit of natural. My beard would do more than that, and as far as transparency. But I agree with the mayor. And it could be with the angle of your chin sticking out a little bit too. Maybe that's not doing the picture enough justice. But I do agree. I would love to see the beard pushing away from the face a little bit more, with just to continue the blowout beard. And there's Jordy right there. But man, you're doing great. Yeah, absolutely doing great. Yeah. Original French forks only had 2 prongs. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for that feedback. That makes total sense. So it's like what we use for like ham and turkey. You know those things? When you pull them off? You know what I'm talking about? Or
I truly do.
Okay, all right. So
It's a little bit bigger fork.
Exactly.
And it has just 2 prongs.
Yep, and we only use it when we cut like meat. All right, okay. 2-part here, you guys, with 2-part ones, and this is, I believe, our last one before our final giveaway.
All right, this is Gerard G. I just want to start by saying thank you, Dan, the mayor, and this entire community. It has helped my mental health in ways you can't imagine. I have a lot outside events in my life, most importantly my family, which includes my special needs daughter, who has a very rare disorder, Ogden syndrome. Rare Disease Day is February 28th, and I encourage everyone to be more aware of her disorder and all rare disorders. Cures are possible with help.
Thank you, Jordy.
Okay, on to the beard. I'm a little over a year of growth, haven't trimmed the neck or sides since probably 3 months ago. My goal is to have the biggest, longest, fullest, healthiest beard I can have. My instinct is to just keep growing, but I also work in a professional setting, and even though there are no beard restrictions, I would like my beard to look slightly more purposeful at some point. My issues with my beard, don't get me wrong, I love my beard, are that sometimes it looks full and great, and others it looks transparent. The clothing you wear seems to be the biggest factor, but also the ambient lighting. I'm extremely happy with my beard. This isn't me unhappy, just want the best possible version and want to know where to go next.
And in full disclosure here, he did reach out to me, and I did give advice that had to do with the clothing, the lighting. So we have talked, but I'm super glad he sent into the show.
I just can't wrap my mind around the fact that my beard looks so different at different angles, light, clothing, etc. In black or dark shirts, it looks full and good. In a blue shirt, it's not as good. In a white shirt, it's even worse. In some light, it looks awesome. In other light, it's very transparent. I think I'm trying to figure out what is my real beard that everyone but me sees. Like Dan always says, it's at an arm's length. But I want to present the best overall version of myself while I'm still moving forward with my goals. I have a natural line at the bottom of my beard, and as I haven't trimmed it all. I wouldn't mind having a neater, more straight bottom of the beard. When I have used enough heat to do so in the past, it looks wispy. I'm afraid if I trim it, it will end up wispy and take away from the bottom waves. I want my beard to be healthy and have some purpose, and I don't want it to have I don't want to not have a long beard. I'm just unsure how or if to trim because I don't really have more straight across style at the bottom of my beard. A lot of you rock, so I'm not sure what the trim even would look like for me. I'm also a little unsure of how I would trim my bottom sides as my connectors are a lot higher up than I wish they were. Still, no trimming, that's just my natural neckline, it's higher. So to summarize, do I trim to suit my beard in worst case scenarios, or do I let it grow, just present and get it in the best light and clothing? If no trim for now, when should I trim and how often should I trim? I've included the front and sides of the two clothing choices and to highlight my concerns. Please choose whichever ones you want for the show. I know 6 photos are too many, just wanted to give perspective.
Great. Hey, and normally we'll cut stuff down and that was all needed, man. That was a great feedback. And thank you for the February 28th rare disease. We do have a few members in the community that have rare diseases and kind of promote and push that day and awareness. So thank you for putting that on this platform as well. Love the question summary here. My beard looks worse in this situation. Do I trim because of that? Or do I embrace the good situation, disregard the bad ones, try to play to myself more? If that's the case, when do I trim? How do I trim? So let's take a look. All right, so here we have a front shot. This is with the lighter color shirt where it does look more transparent. This is with the darker color shirt where you see that full embrace. And Gerard is in the chat or Jarrett. God dang it.
Jared.
I keep saying Gerard. Jarrett, I got it right for like 3 weeks in a row. And I just took a step back. Jared, thank you. And then here's the other one. Now let's take a look at the side beard. Same thing, not as noticeable though. It's really that front. And what's really doing you dirty on this shirt is that it's blue, but if you look closely, every other line is white. So it's borderline a white shirt. I pretty much have that same exact shirt, Jared. So absolutely here. Okay. So the ultimate question. Do I go with when my beard looks the best? Or do I trim to when it has lighter? And I'll give my perspective here because this is my world. I embrace my beard in my best settings. I do not cater to bad colored shirts for my beard. I do not cater to bad lighting for my beard. I try to enhance my beard as much as possible. I think it's a dangerous game to cater to the worst, right? Because if you do go here, we do the squint test, you're taking off half your beard. And I don't think we want to do that. I don't think you need to do that. This is a massive, beautiful colored beard. Look at the white mixed in there. Look at the shape. That's absolutely fantastic. So I would not, in any circumstance, cater to your beard in a bad situation. Just like, and I do have a video topic coming on this, I never recommend trimming on a bad beard day. If you feel bad about your beard, don't trim. Trim on a day where you feel like you are on point. That beard shape is perfect. Because you want to trim to get back to that point. So do not cater towards the bad. On that specific question, Mayor, what are your thoughts?
I agree completely. There's just it's because it would be such a significant trim just to get to one shirt. I just think you adjust your look a little bit.
Agreed.
With what your choices are for clothes.
And if you have to for something like work or something like that, just don't worry about that beard that day, man. It's your beard, right? Nobody else is looking at that and thinking, oh, I can't believe you wore a blue and white shirt today. You're the only one likely thinking about that. So, to continue here, yeah, exactly. When you start catering towards your worst situations, man, that's a problem. I just don't wear those shirts. I will though, when I have to. I do get insecure about it. It does tear me up, but I'm not trimming because of that. Now, what do I do for a trim once it is time to trim? Oh man, that's a tough one because it comes down to personal preference. It comes down to your goals. And he did share a little bit about his goals. He wants the biggest, healthiest, strongest beard, but he also would like to be purposeful. He said his work does not have a restriction on beards, but he wants to be purposeful. I would say that's similar to our work. We don't have any specific guidelines, but I think there is the expectation to be professional and purposeful. Now, my beard's long. I think my beard's longer than yours, but I do think it's professional and purposeful. I would say the same for you, though. I do not see your beard and think, ugh, look at this disheveled human, right? I think it looks great. And a big statement is your mustache. Your mustache tells everybody what they need to know, that you do care about your styling. You do care about how it looks. So to answer a tough question, how do you trim? You only trim from the bottom, and my advice would be to trim to the shape you would like. For me, you've got your sides up here, which are significantly shorter than the front middle of your beard. I would leave these sides alone, and I would trim a little bit more shallow of a rounded bottom here. I did say rounded bottom, but trim a little bit more shallow to give a little bit more balance to that look. But you rock it, man. When it goes like this, that's your style. But that's what I would do, and I would even consider this sooner rather than later. Is hey, right now, give it a shot. And I think that nice line down there is gonna make it purposeful. We're not doing this, right? We're not going crazy, but see where your corner is. Go around and just kind of shape it off. That's all we're doing is creating a shape. Think so?
I agree.
Okay. All right. Yeah, absolutely. And you got to know what works with you. You got to really know there. So, Jared, let us know if you have any questions on that. If you have anything to add, anything else there, Mayor, on this guy?
No, it's kind of your wheelhouse. And it's a big thing.
It is a big thing. I agree, and I do not say those things lightly. So I agree that with a beard this size, right? When we talk about this, not to downplay shorter beards, but if the mayor messes up and makes a mistake, he's a month or two away.
Yeah.
Right?
At most.
If you mess up that could be a year away. So we do take that seriously with that. But that would be my advice there for you, man. Looks great, though. Looks great. And a kind of a good topic to not cater to the worst in your beard.
True.
I guess that would be kind of a way to
Don't
say
make decisions based on like your worst moments.
Right. You're not going to plan.
I'm always telling my wife that. Don't make a decision based on what I just said.
Right. That's good advice there. All right. Awesome, guys. Last one of the night, then we'll get everybody out of here, ourselves included. This was a later one, but it didn't seem like it.
No, it went.
Yeah, so.
Too many good comments.
I know.
Questions.
I know.
You have to talk. That's what the nature of the beast is.
And that is the internal struggle, but they were just really relevant. They were really good, valid, valuable questions. I didn't feel right skipping over them.
Absolutely.
So if you guys do appreciate that, if you do appreciate this time, please consider hitting that thumbs up. That's all we ask. We're just a few away from 250, which is fantastic for a Wednesday, any show. That is, again, sincerely appreciated. And it's August's birthday in 4 hours, man. That's awesome. Happy early birthday. Okay. Final giveaway here. Any other, as we get this ready, Mayor, any other comments, thoughts, statements about Ardius?
Just, it is a thick oil as we talk about. It is a great beard products. I love, just to throw it in there, I've been using their head hair shampoo and conditioner. Their body wash are fantastic, phenomenal things to pick up. Like, it's just made well. If you're ever just considering leveling up, like your grooming, you're taking care, give them a shot. I recently tried their face wash. I've done it like 3 days, and I already feel just healthier. My skin feels healthier.
They have a face wash?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to give that a shot. Like an in-shower face wash?
I use it in
Okay.
Well, in bath.
Yeah, bath guy. All right, awesome. I did not know that. Very cool. Is it a tea tree one?
Do I have citrus? I believe it is. Yes, it's tea tree.
Ooh, because I like the tingle. I just want to highlight a couple comments here real quick because this means a lot to me, and I know the mayor as well. Garrett says, been a great show, guys. Thank you. This could be my favorite comment I've had in a very long time. PJ says, thank you, everyone, for a great mental break. Got me from a 6 to an 8.
There you go.
We checked in at the beginning of the show and asked you guys if you were here to give us a 1 through 10 on your mental state right now. Not only does that mean he's been here for 2 hours and 10 minutes with us, which is absurd. Thank you for giving us that time. But his mental state went from a D- to a B.
There you go.
That's super cool, PJ. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that feedback and that comment there. That is awesome.
The name Ardius in the chat, Ardius means complete. It's like a complete, kind of like a balanced man or complete man, a person.
Yeah.
And you're taking care of all aspects.
I love that, and it didn't limit them. Mike L said, haven't commented much, but this has been a great show. Thank you, Mike. The mayor and I talk about that. We actually have been really talking about that recently. We know viewers come in all shapes and sizes and all preferences. Some people don't like to comment. Some people like to watch.
Right.
Some people like to listen. This is more of a visual show, but some people like to set it up and then do work, interact with their family.
Mm-hmm.
We love and appreciate all angles.
Yes.
Of course, we encourage everybody to get involved. Mike, you always have fantastic comments, so I know that you probably just either just chilling or got something going, but sincerely appreciate all of you guys from JP to Wolverine to Mark to everybody, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chad. That is the backbone of this community. If I would say 2 words that sums up this platform's community, positive and supportive.
Mm-hmm.
You got any ones that would trump that?
Positive, supportive. I don't know. I just think, my head's like flash family.
Yeah.
It feels like family.
It does seem like it. And I think that's an important point because with family, you can give advice, you can give feedback, and you don't get offended. You know it's not coming from a bad place. And I think that's what we've built here. We can give advice on a beard with people knowing that we're not saying you have a bad beard. We're just giving that family advice. Whereas if it's a friend, you might not go out of your way to say, hey man, you should consider doing this. But if it's a family member, you're gonna let them know. So I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's awesome. Wow. My mental state was a 3 when it started. Was also starting my night of work. Now I'm at an 8, ready to roll. Dude, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. Thank you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and show who our possible winner is as long as they are here. Do we have, for this bundle giveaway, Dan are you in the building? I believe he is. I saw a comment by him recently. Yep, just within the last minute or so. So Dan, drop a comment and you've got this kit. Whatever you got for us on here at all, that is appreciated.
That's the bar soap, the new tea tree bar soap. That's the beard wash and the oil.
Have you tried the bar soap yet?
No, I haven't.
I just got mine a couple days ago. Oh, you have it?
I have it. I haven't tried it.
Me either. I don't like to waste, and I got a bar soap in the shower right now, an Honest Amish one, so I got to finish that one. Then I'm going. I should have brought it down to show off, but it looks cool. It smells great.
So I did give it a good old sniff.
Yeah. All right, so let's see Dan here. I know we got slow chat, and he had just commented somewhat recently. So Dan, is that Ingalls, right? Saying that right?
Inglese.
Ooh, you fancy.
Something.
I'm going Ingalls. But because there's a basketball player Ingalls, but it might be spelled differently. Well, let's see. Hey, if he doesn't comment, maybe he left like a second too early. It is possible that could happen. We'll give a countdown here pretty soon. Dan, leave a comment. We've been perfect so far.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like to say the re-roll word, but yeah, it could be. Could be. Oh, man. All right, here we go, guys. Hope he didn't go to bed early. That would have been like right as the buzzer beater early. Okay, 5, 4. I almost signaled wrong. 3, 2, 1. StreamYard delay, and oh no!
It's gone.
Whoosh. Dan, we appreciate you, but the comment did not happen in the nick of time. We got to re-roll. That's okay. Dan's got some good products. He'll be all right. I do know that for a fact that he will be fine on the products things. All right, let's see if this next human is in the stream. I have a weird feeling that we might go on a streak of re-rolls, but we'll see. Hopefully, this person will prove us wrong. By us, I mean me. Jake Baker. Are you in the building, Jake? Let's see where you are at so you can claim this this combo victory. And then we got to get going. We got a lot of kids to go see. So we have conferences next week, which is always my least favorite week of the year. Absolutely draining,
How you
exhausting.
looking on the schedule right now?
So that's what I was leading into. And my team, I have an extra class. So my team has about 130 students. I have 152. And theirs was looking light. Mine is about 30 more than them. The other class I have, they all signed up. So I'm pretty happy. My first day, I didn't even put in any breaks. From start to finish, booked. Straight.
Wow.
Yeah. So it makes time go faster, though, so I'm okay with it. All right, let's see if Jake is in here. I told you, I feel like there's going to be a, must be bedtime. Yep. I feel like, and we got people, hey, all right, hopefully this doesn't get crazy. 3, 2, 1. StreamYard delay. Everybody be ready to make those quick comments so we can get you guys going. And, oh no. All right, here we go, guys. At least we know it's not rigged.
Right.
Always cracks me up when people are like, he doesn't show the process and this and that. It's like, no, I just don't want to show people's information as we go through. So, all right, let's see this next one here. See if they are in the building. All right. It is possible. Again, this is another name I don't recognize recently. So Gleam is down. No, Gleam's working this time. Just some people had to leave. Go to bed. All right. Our possible one, Salvador Suarez. That's a good name. That's a good name. Salvador, are you in the building? Otherwise, this makes 3 re-rolls in a row. And this is a good giveaway. This is a really nice bundle, a really kind one for Ardiest Man to be given out. Salvador, please comment to claim your prize. The mayor's getting sleepy over here, guys. We gotta get him home. All right.
This is not a mess around night. This is gotta go to the pillow and go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be grumpy in the morning.
Yes. Need some music. Yeah, Chad, we swing that on Mondays. Sometimes that will work. Wait, I don't have 3 hands? Yeah, true, Gabe. That's complicated. Maybe Amanda came in and gave you the one. What's the record? We've had 3 before in one. We've had 3. But I don't know, 4 might be the record. All right. 3, 2, 1. Delay. I don't think he's here.
Yes, I do. I live close by.
Yeah, the mayor lives within a mile, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a mile. I can drive my golf cart there. I've done it, so it's a couple times now.
I'm putting my hat backwards this time.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna take a lucky sip of water.
Ooh. Okay. If it keeps going, then yeah, then we got to go to the old style, if that happens. So let's see here. Show a name that we've recognized. Come on, baby. I don't know. Not feeling good about this one either. All right, we're gonna try it, guys, but I don't want to. I don't feel good about this one either here. But we got to go with what it says. We got to keep it true here. Victor Perez. Victor, are you here? I do. So we did have a guy win 3 times in one night as rerolls. He's here. Victor's here. Congrats. It was the hat and the water. All right,
go.
Victor, you broke the streak, man. Thank you so much. You have won. Congratulations. Awesome, man. You have done it. Ardius will reach out with the email you signed up with. Whew! I felt like there's a monkey off my back.
Right.
Because I thought that was coming.
We're getting down.
All right, guys. We're not going to leave you hanging for too much longer, but thank you guys for tonight. Thank you, Ardius, for the giveaways. Thank you for the great entries. We need people for next week, like always. It always works out. We don't ever worry about that. Even if we had no one, we'd make it work and do something amazing. But we do need entries. If you guys have problems, if you guys have goals, send on in, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. On your way out, if you didn't, hit the thumbs up. We did hit 250, so thank you guys and girls out there. That is awesome. Video on Friday, got a review. Not a fun one. Don't like those ones, but it's got to be done sometimes. Sunday, new video, big one. It actually features some advice from the mayor and advice from a community member. So that'll be a really good one out there. All right, Mayor, final words. Hit the people.
Beyond Bearded, 9 o'clock. Stop by the live stream. Check it out. It's
Sunday.
Sunday, getting better every week. Hope you guys can just swing by, jump in for 10 minutes, stay the whole time.
Final words, Vado. Not likely. He asked, can a beard be terminal at 4 inches? Highly unlikely, but can it? Yes, it is possible, but not likely. All right, guys, thank you for increasing our moods, our night. You guys are awesome. I'm glad I did the same for you. Stay bearded, stay positive,